Welcome to Snowmobile Sessions Live on YouTube and your favorite podcast platforms. We're the #1 destination to learn about snowmobiling, network with other sledders, and have an awesome time doing it. We'll meet other snowmobilers that share your passions and show your fan photos along the way. Snowmobile Sessions Live. Enjoy the ride.
It's a journey for life and I'm your ride. Hang on.
This episode of Snowmobile Sessions Live is brought to you by Energy Powersports, Oakville's full-line BRP dealer with sales and service to all BRP models and so much more. Don't forget, you have till next Wednesday, March 31st to spring order your new toy. John Luke says thank you to all the Sessions fans who have reached out and stopped by and placed their orders as well. Cheers, boys. Thank you. All right. Cheers. What's happening in the Sessions forest? Yeah. We got Shag Boys in the house. We got Slow B. He says, make it happen. Dominator 286. Jesse Buckman, he's always in there. Corey Brock, what's up, boys? Slow B says, what's up, fellas? Shag Boys. Daniel Raymaker, this is Polaris Dan, waiting for the man. And Luckar 69 says, what's up, boys? And we got, who's riding sleds? We got that great show, guys, from David Evans. We got Cal Sleds in the house. Hey, Cal. Hopefully your dad got that 2B one-piecer. Jay Fly Low, too. Hello, everyone. Right on.
Oh, yeah. Appreciate all the welcomes back, guys. I'm feeling better. I just got a little bit of a cough now. Nothing as bad as last week. So sorry I missed you, but I was definitely feeling like crap. So
we actually missed you, Bobby.
Yeah, good to have you back.
I was watching in the comments. You guys were holding down the fort nicely, so I appreciate that.
Hey, no problem. Hold on. Speaking of that, I got the sponsors from last week, including you. Hold on.
Heck yeah.
We got to put that up because it'll just take a minute to load if it's going to load at all.
I think that was my first super chat ever, so you should feel pretty lucky.
That was all. It was a good one too.
Heck yeah.
It was
playing around.
Yeah. Here's a super fans. This show is also brought to you by you guys. We have Dustin Ingram kicked it off with a super sticker. And then we had the Ditch Bangers were Sled Squad and Jesse Buckman, of course. And the Boondocker level was Rev Rider 550, Corey Brock, and Randy Weiler.
Heck yeah.
Thanks a lot, guys. That was awesome. They came in fast and furious there.
That was crazy, eh?
I was, you know how I like to make stuff, right? I like to do it. I'd like to do it out in the shop. So you guess you could say I like to make out in the shop. But I started with this. You know the guys with the O2 wraps on their helmets, and now it's spring. And what do you do with the O2 wraps? So this one here is for my O2 wrap sponsor rider, Corey Brock. He's getting the first one out the door, and that's the base with the O2wraps.ca. And then you just take your you put that up on in the center of the kitchen table, and you just pop your helmet on it like that. And you get a nice little O2 Wraps helmet stand, right?
That's awesome.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
So
very nice.
Corey's going to put that up on his fireplace, I bet. We'll get him to send a picture in next week when he gets it all in place. But yeah, isn't that cool?
That's wicked.
That is.
You made that yourself?
I made that myself, and it matches his sled. And so
3D printer. That 3D printer's paying off, buddy.
Oh, dude, I use it every day.
That's awesome.
Every day, making some snowmobile parts for it right now.
Right on.
I am. Yeah. So that's another story.
Gary, you're gonna be the next manufacturer.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure. Sleds.
Exactly. It looks like the Tesla truck, though, right? Just a wedge. A hunk of molten plastic,
So the fat lady sung, boys, eh?
Oh, it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all right. We can't complain, right?
Mark Bowe, he asked me to go to Halliburton Forest on Saturday. And I said, you didn't look at the forecast, did you? And he said, no. He said, he sent me a video link. And I said, did you listen to that video link of the girl from Halliburton Forest? I said, did you listen to that with the volume on at all? Yeah, why? I said, she said I think her words were the trails north should be okay, but the roads are dry to get there.
2 kilometers of riding bare pavement, right?
Yeah.
That's usually our desperation at the beginning of the season, right? If you're desperate enough, you go and pay $50 for the day to go ride in Halliburton Forest, but by the end of the season, you've had enough by then. So. Oh
yeah, I had the bike out and the ATV out.
Yeah, I've seen that. You sent a picture of us in the chat. That's awesome, bud. Yeah, very good.
My leg's still sore from freaking from kicking it over though. It doesn't like to start in the spring. Spraying gas in the carb and kicking it. If I kicked it 100 times, I kicked it 200 times. It's but when it runs, it runs. Yeah, when it runs, it's a rocket. So
right on.
Yeah. But yeah, Tony Cat, what up? He says, Calu Sleds. He loves it. Too bad all the snow's gone. Thanks for tuning in, gang. Rev Rider says. Yeah. So what's how is COVID? Like, is it an ass kicker or what is your experience? What can you tell the fans here?
Oh yeah, it sucks, man. I don't know how some people don't show symptoms. I was freaking first probably 3-4 days just absolutely knocked on my you know what, and feels like a really bad hangover for the first few days, like really bad headache. You got body aches, you're super tired, and then once my fever broke, it was just kind of like almost like a cold. Like it wasn't too bad at that point, but didn't have much of like a voice or anything. But yeah, the freaking body aches and the headaches the first couple days, I was hurting.
But you didn't have sugar lungs, eh, Bobby? Did you? Like because people that get really sick that obviously die from it, they basically their lungs fill up and shit, don't they?
Yeah. So I could feel a little bit like if I laid on my side, I could kind of feel like a little labored breathing, and then I'd kind of just sit up and feel better. But like as far as like sleeping through the night, it wasn't too bad. I just had to take like a lot of Tylenol because of my fever. Kept getting over 100, so I'd have to wake up, make sure I took enough to keep the fever down. So that kind of interrupts the sleep a bit, but we got through it. Yeah,
that's good, buddy. Glad you're okay, man.
Yeah, that's good. I don't even know. I honestly have no idea how I got it. It's so weird. Nobody I know has it. I was talking to the doctor, and they said they've been seeing people who are vaccinated carrying it. But they're showing zero symptoms. So they go around people and they give it to them, but they feel fine. And then it ends up like the people they've seen just got tested just to be sure they could, go to work XYZ. And then it turns out they have it, even though they're showing no symptoms. So maybe it was something like that. I have no idea, but yeah, it was weird.
Wow.
Damn, buddy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
No, it's not fun. But shameless plug, make sure you go and get your stuff like this.ca /mask.
I mean, there you go. Save you from getting it.
Bobby didn't have his on, and it happened. Like the first minute he had it off. Boom. Yeah. Rich and I haven't got COVID, and we wear our mask.
Hey, knock on wood.
Now we got allergy season coming. Everybody's going to have COVID, right?
So, right. I know my girlfriend was convinced it was allergies, and I'm like, I got 100 fever now. I'm pretty sure it's not allergies anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
4-day hangover. And she's okay.
Do you know if it was
So she had her first round of her vaccine, and everybody says that's not enough to not get it. She's been tested 3 times, and she's still negative. So
see what I heard though, Bobby, because I got a shot. I got the Pfizer, the first one. I go back July 11th. July 11th.
Oh, how'd you get that?
So what they're trying to do?
You're 62.
They're trying. They're trying to spread it out so everyone gets vaccinated first. So they're prolonging the second shot. But what I was reading on the literature that I got with the Pfizer one is that they're saying now that the studies show that 95% of the people that get the first shot, it helps.
Yeah.
So, but
I mean, my girlfriend's a great example of that. She had the first one. Yep. And was around me the entire time and didn't catch it. So it must work somewhat.
Yeah. Dominator 286 had it back in December pretty bad. Yeah, it's horrible. I'd never want to get it, man. That's nuts. Do you know if it was a new strain or the old strain, or they test for that, or what do they say?
No, they don't really test for that. They pretty much just gave me a rapid and then a regular, and I came back positive on the rapid. And they're like, yeah, at that point, we don't even test the regular one. They're like, and you look sick, so you clearly have it.
Yeah.
So
that's killer.
Yeah.
Man.
Not excited.
Oh, well, we're glad you're back. You look good. You sound good. Your beard's a little shorter, though. I don't know if that's just a screen
falling out from all the coughing, you know?
Yeah, that's it. Bobby was burning up and he was shaving, eh, Bobby?
Yeah, had to do it.
That's right. Well, let's do a few fan photos. We don't have very many, so if anyone wants to send in, here's something today. And who says it? Jay Sirocco 22. He says, ready for the quads and dirt bikes. Okay, so here's the deal. You can send in any of your sled photos for sure, but also send in your summer sickness if you guys have any other sports like boating or quads or dirt bikes or dual sports or whatever it might be. Send in some pictures on that. And I'm going to, after this clip runs, I'll post the email on the screen. But it's fanphoto@mudbrats.com, and we'll make sure that we pull some out of the email and away we go. So, okay. Let's get this done. And this is courtesy of Mike Eisenberg from Sled Addicts. Check them out if you haven't already. I never know how I'm going to end up on that one, but it's always a mystery. All right. Isn't that cool? This is
very cool.
Jumpman Jay sent that. We were having a pretty good chat last week. I don't know whether you stayed to the end of the show or not yet, Bobby, but we were talking about all the new releases. And Jumpman Jay said, this is a top secret James Bond spy shots of the new Arctic Cat race chassis.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
Those leaf springs are going to be cush.
Look at those exhaust ports. Look at that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That
Triple
awesome.
2-stroke. And
the
yeah, and I love the shocks there. It's all chromed up, pretty wicked.
Yeah.
Liam Schweitzer says, "Hey boys, hope all is well. I just picked up my first sled. It's a 2008 Yamaha Apex RTX. You can't wait to put on tons of kilometers next year."
Nice.
That's a nice one.
Oh,
yeah. That's like almost looks like Mark Bo's old one, only in white. And then Brad Hitchcock says, your new sled is the black one, Gary. The other one's my girlfriend's, and she won't part with it. I'll take it.
Yeah.
That's a beauty, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think you'd go do you think you'd go 129, Gary, or would you go with a 137?
Yeah, I'd be flexible either way, but if I was choosing, I'd get a 129. Nice. I had so much fun on mine, and I don't notice that big of a deficit from going from my Renegade to the 129. Yeah. I find it but it was an SC5, so it's hard to compare. And I haven't ridden anything. Well, Nunz's was a 137, I guess, but everything else I rode this winter was in the Lynx. But the 129 rails. So I mean that's more my style of riding. I don't go off trail, and when I do, I get buried, you know. So
and you wouldn't want to lose that content, so you got to keep them short.
Yeah. No, exactly. I got on John. We had all stopped and we were taking the Lynx out for a ride, and John Luce got the twin to that gold MXZ that's up in the corner there, and his girlfriend's sled, and the XRS 850, and we parked on this just to the side of the trail, just if anyone else came along. So I got on it to ride the 850, and I buried it. Right,
oh, no.
It went right down to grass. It was awesome. So we had to lift that out. So yeah, but it was pretty funny. Yeah. But yeah, so anyway, Brad, hook me up. You got me. That looks like it's a U.S. trail permit though, so that might be. He'll sell me the sled for $3,000, but it'll be $15,000 to get it to me.
Right.
That's a new one too. That might be above my pay scale. So that looked like a 2021. Odie, the sled and car guy. Guess where he was?
At Rickards.
Where's his? Yeah, he was at He says Richards. He says Jordan Rickards. The Mullet Man. Yeah, Jordan the Mullet Man and I went to Richards in Kearney, Rick Ward's. to test drive the 22 Polaris snowmobiles. Rob Rickard Ward is fantastic and let us take 2 tours. I drove the 650 VR1 137 for the first time and the 129 the second time, and Jordan both drove the 650 129 and both 850s on display. Going to post a video on his channel, so check it out, folks. Pretty cool.
Nice.
Yeah, there's a couple people that didn't have photos in here. John Reed says, hey guys, thanks for the first season of sessions. I must say I've enjoyed them all and give a like for every one of them. Lots of channels out there, and with all my spare time these days, I've been all over the place, ran across this channel, and it's Pittsburgh Snow Effers, and it's interesting. These two fellows have been riding VR1s and have been upfront and honest about their experiences with them. At the end of the season, they have 5,000 mile reviews, and another great season. Thanks for all your hard work, guys. Cheers, John. And then who's the other guy? Daniel Raymaker says, I just subscribed to Mark Bow. Thanks, guys. Of course, everyone should subscribe to Mark Bow. Hey, Gary, really enjoyed your show tonight with Rich. I'm going to dig up some photos when I rented some sleds up in Houghton, Hancock area and the Copper Harbor Keweenaw. Don't throw that word in there. Keweenaw Peninsula overlooking lakes. Yeah, Keweenaw overlooking Lake Superior. I took my dad sledding for the first time ever in his life, and that trip next year, he bought a really nice 98 Polaris XCF 440. Looking forward to next week's show. He gives us a sun with the sunglasses, a fist bump, and a handshaking. So, hey, thanks a lot, man. We appreciate, even without pictures, we appreciate your comments, guys. It's awesome.
For sure, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, look who it is.
And Shag Boys.
Yeah.
Shag Boy says these photos were from our last ride of the year. It was this past Saturday, March 20th at Winona Forest It was Winona Forest. Where's that? Tug Hill.
There it is. Totally zoned out. Sorry.
That's right.
Sorry, Bob. You're still coming back.
Brain. Yeah.
We had a blast. It was amazing how good most of the trails were on the first day of spring. It was a great end of the season. Hope to participate on your last show of the year. And look at that. Pasty Boy's on his knees there. You know?
That's awesome.
Yeah. And Shag Boys is calling out, Tug. He's yelling it right at his computer, and his wife's going, what's going on? What are you doing? Stop it.
Okay.
Yeah. Tell Pasty Boy to stand up next time you take a picture. Yeah, they said it was really good for being the first day of spring.
Nice.
Yeah. Huh. Look at that picture. Oh, there he goes.
Oh, I almost cut him out.
Yeah. So he went riding with his wife. There's Shag. He went riding with his wife there a few weeks ago, and he went to like the scenic spot that him and the Pasty gang are always at. And I asked him if he smooched his wife when he was there, and he said he didn't kiss and tell. But I think his wife texted me and said they don't smooch. They go all the way.
Oh.
So that sound effect applies to Shag Boy's glass ride with his wife. I like how she gets to ride the 800 and he gets stuck on the old Rev XP, you know.
It's a good husband there.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, he loves her.
XLT.
That's for sure.
Isn't it? He's special.
This guy wins the award for best submission format ever. And you're going to see, you can kind of see the edge right here. I think he set them on his coffee table and snapped pictures of pictures.
Oh,
and it looks, wait till you see the next ones are awesome. I'm not kidding. It's a really cool way to do it. So Polaris Dan is this guy's name. And he says, hey, Gary and the Jolly Gents for the evening. Hope Rev Rider is all better to join us again. He is. Are you all better, Rev?
Oh, feeling much better. Appreciate it.
Yeah, here's some fun photos to enjoy. And he gives me a winking face. Thanks for having me aboard the sled show tonight, and a fist bump. Here's the story behind the photos in my sledding story. I wish I had pictures of all the sleds I own. My very first snowmobile, Gary, you'll be proud of me, was a 73 or 74 Ski-Doo 300 Olympic, 16 horsepower, Top end was 45 on a hard pack road. That was fast for that sled. Next was a 74 Polaris Tx 250. We got this one right here. Oh, sorry, Txl. When does he say that one is? Anyway, maybe I'm ahead of myself here.
Some oldies, man. Those are oldies.
Oh, he's got some good ones. Then he traded it in for the Ski-Doo TNT 440 Free Air. It was a fast machine, blew it up twice, junked it, shaking hands.
Very
got a shaking hands emoji. I hold nothing against y'all riding Ski-Doos, winky face. This guy's emoji game's on point. This when my true Polaris loyalty begin. I bought a 2-year-old in the crate 1980 Polaris Txl 340. That's this one. My buddy had one. It's freaking awesome sled, liquid cooled, 56 horsepower. It did 80 miles an hour at the top. Sold that machine in 89. Yeah. My Exciter did that. What year did he say that was? An 80. My Exciter was an 81 440. Yeah. And it did
yeah, but 80 miles an hour on leaf springs, buddy. At least you have the telescopic suspension.
No, I didn't. Mine were front leafs. It was the old.
Oh, were they leaf springs too? Yeah. Back. Yeah. What year was it?
Yeah, 81. Mine was. Okay, it was a Larry Enticer style.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna go back through here these backwards. So then he says, so that was a TXL 340. That was 80 on a 340 is solid, man. And they sold that machine in 89, and that's when he bought the Polaris Indy 400, 62 horse. Yeah, that's a buddy of mine had that in black, and that was another fast sled. Sold that machine to spring order the 93 580 XLT. So that would be this one, right?
Right, special.
Yeah. So yeah, and what's he say that? He had 10,000 miles on that sled when he sold that one. Awesome sled. That one did how much? How fast do you think that one pulled in top speed? It's a 580. It's a 580. Take a guess. Within 3 miles an hour.
I'm gonna say 93.
What do you think, Rich?
I don't know. 90 miles?
91. You're both right.
There you go.
Yeah,
close.
And
there you go.
Bonus to the guy with the hat and the rocking mustache there too.
Oh yeah,
that's awesome.
Look at all that suspension travel. That's got to be about 3 inches for sure.
Right?
Oh yeah,
for sure.
He did. That was on a radar too, so that's faster than your 850, Bobby. Come on,
That's gonna smoke me. Those triples, they run.
They were fast, man. They were fast.
Yeah. Your 850 would say 173 on the gauge, and it would be doing 91.
For sure.
The old Dreamometers, eh?
Oh yeah,
that's right.
No playing around.
Yeah, that was on the radar, and the sound of that triple was very cool. Sorry for the long-winded story, but I thought it was worth sharing with you. Here's the story behind the pictures. XLT pictures on Shawano Lake, and the pictures of the Polaris Super Sports right there. That was up in Copper Harbor on top of Brockway Mountain overlooking Copper Harbor. The guy in the backpack is my dad's first ever snowmobile trip when we rented the sleds. Oh, bottom right there.
Jesse, the foam of the seat is 80% of the bump capacity.
Back
in those days, for sure, man.
Had 12 inches of travel, 4 in the seat and 8 in the or 8 in the seat and 4 in the skid.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
Oh man.
The picture in the ski hill in the background is Mount Bohema. That's Lake Superior, where you can see the lake. The next pictures are at my farmhouse with my kids having a blast. There we go.
Now he's getting to the good stuff. There's the XCs. Yeah.
Algoma.
Those were great sleds.
He bought the XCF after our trip. His dad did. Share what you want, Gary. Thanks so much. Sincerely, Polaris Dan, and he's got a handshake and emoji and a big golden thumbs up. So thanks for those, Dan. We're gonna show them all, man. I like that. I love that farmhouse too.
Right?
Looks like lots of land. Love it. Look at the kids. I wonder if they got to ride them or if they're actually faking those shots. Here, kids, go and pose before Mom and I go out on the sleds again. Right?
Classic.
So, yeah. Oh yeah, it's great. Yeah, those are nice. Yeah, the 400, the Indy 400 is the one when we went on that trip to that now Chinese restaurant up north, the motel there on Highway 11. That's the guys
that
Indy
was a good
400.
story.
We strap every time it hit a bump on the trailer, the suspension went down, but it didn't come back up. So by the time we got up to Gravenhurst, it was right on the back. You couldn't even ride it.
Gary, every time I drive up and on my way back, I look at that and laugh, man. That place, that was good.
You gotta. I look at it and laugh too. Actually,
because it used to be, it was like a Bavarian restaurant and hotel. Yeah. Hans or something owned it, right?
Hans and Franz. Yeah, we were a little. My buddy Dino was a little mean to him, but the guy kind of deserved it. Come on. Yeah. Here, let me check my email and we'll see what's up. So.
Hey.
We got a lot.
Did you pull up that? You forgot to show that one off the decal off the warming shelter I stopped. Remember the name of that club?
Oh, I did.
You got to pull that up and share it with everybody.
Yeah.
Where do you see the name of this snowmobile club, Bobby?
Yeah.
It was on the door of one of the warm-up shelter shacks. I had to take a picture.
That was by text, wasn't it, that you sent me that, right?
I can send it again. Let me try to find it here. If you don't have it, but yeah.
No, it'll be right here.
You got okay?
Yeah, there it is.
I got it here.
Yeah.
Take a look at the name of this snowmobile club. This is awesome.
Oh, dude, it's freaking cool. Hold on, I gotta zoom in on this sucker. We're gonna join it.
The best.
Hold on. Oh God. Get ready. If your kids are watching and can read, make sure they look the other way.
Right. Oh, this is great, man. Even the guy who designed it. Seriously.
Oh, hold on. I got to get that in the full screen here. Where did it go?
What was there? There we go.
Oh, my God.
Like, seriously, who comes up? Look at the moose's mouth is even open. Eh? She's getting hit in the nuts.
It's called the Moose Blank Kicker Snowmobile Club. The Moose Rooster Kicker Snowmobile Club. Right. And the moose's mouth is open. But look at the form of the guy with the snowmobile helmet giving the karate kick. But
look at the face of the moose. Look at the moose mouth. Like, you tell me he's not in pain.
That was on a hotel room door.
No, it was on the door of the warm-up shelter going into the door. Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. That's awesome.
You can only imagine the story behind that.
Right? That's what I was saying to everybody, man. I'm like, that's awesome.
That's the best.
I had to get a picture of that. So,
oh, this is nice. Billy sent me in a picture of his summer toy.
Right on.
This is cool.
We're getting to that, eh?
Yamaha Radiant.
Nice.
No, nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, we love those.
Yeah.
He's got a story here too. Send story out of the sled pictures. This is a summer toy. It's an '86 Yamaha Radiant. God, that's like 3 years older than my bike.
That's nice.
Mine's an '89. Lance Aiken.
Great shape.
Yeah, it is. It's mint. Lance Aiken got out on the last ride of the year. Here's his picture here. Nice. You guys can see that, right?
Oh, yeah. Man, a lot of these photos for the last ride, like even I was looking up in Cochrane, right? Like it's all done up there now. But like everybody's last ride, like that's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
You know, like you're
actually normally, my buddy Dino was. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah. I said normally, like, you know, when we're normally finishing in April and all that, you're seeing the snert and stuff. Like it stopped like this, eh? Like everyone had a pretty good end of the season, I think. When you got trails like that, you can't complain. There's no snert or anything. So
yeah.
Now, maybe that was the only section that was white and everything else was dirt on either side, because we tend to do that, right? You don't want to show the dirt and stuff.
No chance. Find that one perfect trail and take the picture.
Right? My trails were good. They were like this the entire time.
That's right. The Dino was up in Cochrane, and he sent pictures, and it was awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is actually the last ride of the year in Island Pond, Vermont. Check out the Arctic Cat demo event as well. He said it was a great season. Oh, it was an unbelievable season. I think that I hope we get another season like this. This is Corey Brock's summer toy. Look at this sexy beast. Hey, Gary asked for some summer photos. Well, here's the first one. It's a 94 Baja Islander 180. He bought it a season ago, pretty much as a wreck. And since then, he's done a pile of work: interior lighting, stereo cut, polish, deck, swim platform, decking used it pretty much every weekend last summer. Can't get enough. Second is my 2010 Outlander XTP. He loves winter, but he also loves summer. Oh, there's another picture of this boat.
Nice.
She's a beauty.
That's
Look at that.
nice,
It looks brand new. He's really OCD with his cleanliness, though, man. It's awesome. Oh, wait, do you see the name on this thing? Just give her.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
That thing looks fast. Yeah. Very clean.
You say what engine it had in it?
I think it's just the 4.3. He's got a 350. Okay. He's going to drop in it, though.
Nice.
I know that for a fact.
It's going to boogie with that engine.
It's either a 4.3. Yeah, it's a 4.3. It's a sawed-off V8, right? Or sawed-off 350.
Yeah.
Right?
Nice.
Lance sent me that again. Oh, here's the Arctic Cat demo.
He must have restored it pretty good. Looks nice.
Yeah, like I said, he's anal about stuff, right? Yeah. There's the demo day. Look at all the people there, man. That's freaking awesome.
Jam day.
Yeah.
That's good.
Very pointy, that sled. Oh, wow. Look at this picture, too. This is from Lance Aiken. This is follow-up from his first email. That's a great shot. Look at the mountains. It looks like a wine label.
That is nice.
You know? Up in the top there. Yeah. The SR Viper Chardonnay. Yeah, that was it. No, I got rid of it, but you could see how he had the deck routed or laser printed or whatever he did with that. Oh, here's the Outlander. I was thinking I didn't see any pictures of the Outlander. This is what my Outlander, when I owned it, wanted to be, is this one right here. The XTP. I even bought the little yellow inserts for my wheels, and I was going to get them powder-coated black, but I sold it before I did that.
Oh, that's nice looking.
800R. That thing would snort. Rad relocate. I'm not a big box on the back guy, though. I had one on my little Wolverine. I took it off. He's got the big LED light on the front. Yeah. That way when he's pulling the Wolverine out this summer, he can see where we're going.
Yeah.
Martin Cote, he says, I don't know whether this picture is going to show up. It's pretty small. You know, when they say it's a thumbnail, it really is a thumbnail. Yeah, she's pretty blurry, but that's a nice free ride there.
Oh, yeah.
He says, hey, here's a pic of the ride.
That gray's awesome.
I love the seat out. It's plaid, right?
Yeah.
On the back.
Oh, it's on the very end. Yeah. Too bad.
Here's a picture of the ride we did in Mattawa, 2021 850 free watt ride, a 2021 850 Summit. That's that other blocky black thing behind it. My brother's 07 GTX 500 SS and my 2020 Expedition 900T. That must be the yellow one in the back there. The yellow form of pixels. Here's a pic of me trying my Expedition after Precision EFI Stage 1 and launch control. Oh my God. Wait till you see this bad boy.
Oh my God, sending it.
Oh, nice. Look at it standing up, eh? Love it.
Yeah.
With the seat on the back too. That's awesome. And he's not stepped back. His feet are in riding position, right? He says he loves the show, Martin. That's awesome. Martin Cote. And Slowbee sent in some pics. He says, you asked for it. I have a few summer sicknesses. He says summer sucks to start. He says the first summer sickness, I just dropped the helmet video. Again, got to thank Rich for helping me spend my money. Great buy, though. I don't four-wheeler as much as I should because it gets in the way of boating and fishing. The wheeler shot is Redfield, just boondocking. So here's his helmet first, Rich, that you made him spend his money on. Jeez, I love the color.
He wasn't happy with all his helmets, so he was just picking my brain, and I gave him my opinion on it.
So you got to tighten. He got to tighten. I didn't know they came in funky colors like that. That's freaking
cool.
Yeah,
you can get the matte colors come in a whole bunch of different ones, right? So, and I know the mountain ones, they all come like that in those colors. Or are they called? What are the Outback ones?
Yeah, that's right. Did I screw anything up? You can still see that. There's Slowbee there on the Polaris. Oh, yeah. Hey, when Slowbee's on screen, it always looks good. Holy crap! Here he is Here he is. It's not Sea-Doo. I think it's a Kawasaki. Maybe it's a BRP. Maybe it is. Hold on. I think I got too many pictures open here. The moose kickers is still up. No available windows. So here we got to close down a few of these shots. Should leave the moose kickers up though. That's a good one. If we're gonna get shut down in the second last week, we better get shut down right. There he is.
Right.
Oh yeah, that's a Sea-Doo. That's a GTI, I think. Yep.
Does he say what it is?
Sexy leg Slowbie.
Sexy leg Slowbie.
Oh man.
Yeah, he loves to party. Here we go. Oh, this is cool. Where's that Slowbie?
Oh,
that's at his place. I remember seeing that last year. Isn't that cool? Yeah, it's at his bar. Isn't that neat?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Dude, that's in his house?
Yeah, in his basement, I believe. Yep. That's cool, huh?
Slowbie, where have you been all my life?
Isn't that cool? I'm
gonna have to subscribe to him again. I'm only kidding. Look at that beautiful fishing shot. That's great. I love that bar. That's cool. Yeah, he is a lot of fun, man. A lot of fun. Dylan Somo, he says he's sending me some pictures. He said, "Hey Gary, last photo I sent you, I thought was a UP.
Oh, it's at the camp.
It's actually,
sorry, Gary.
That's at the camp.
It's at the camp. Is his thing.
It's okay if we're driving to the States. We're going to the camp anyway,
right? Just to have a beer there, right, Gary? Prop up on that bad boy.
What's the difference? Whether I'm going to sleep in his barn or at the camp, that's fine.
Right.
It was actually Prospect Mountain in George, New York. Love the vids and thanks for featuring my sleds. Yep. There we go. Hey, that's what we do. We feature your sleds. There we go. Another gorgeous XRS. Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that Arctic Cat with the 509 Decnal. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Here's another one. You want to talk about windshields? That XRS has got one on it. Where did that go?
Look at the bay window on that Apex off to the left. Or no, that's an RX1, isn't it?
The bay window.
All the wind.
It looks,
yeah.
That's an RX1, yeah.
Yeah, actually, the guy in the XRS was getting a little cold, so he added a little window to it.
Put the little O-decal, the Oakley decal on, to give them a little bit more wind resistance. Yeah. I love those. I always loved that XRS. I love that look.
Yeah, the XS is one. The XS sleds are some of the nicest do ever made.
See, I agree with you, Gary. I totally agree with you on that.
I like the XS Blizzard. I like that XRS. Yeah, and they handled good too. That was the first. That was the first of the RAS front suspension, and our motion, of course. Like our motion was before that, but like it was the full package there. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, thanks for sending those in, Dylan. Daniel Raymaker, quick last minute photo of Polaris. Dan, this is gorgeous. See, you guys love it. Like, you like the classics like me, man. KZ 750, man. Bought it brand new. That's freaking awesome.
That's awesome. That is nice. Everybody's asking about my shirt, so I'm just saying it's a 509 shirt. That's one of the...
Yeah. We can get them in Canada, though, if you want. Just hit me up. Holy goodness. Shag Boys wins. He wins. After we go visit Slowbie, we're going to take this bad boy out.
Oh, yeah.
That's nice.
Nice. That is awesome. Yeah, I remember him seeing that, filming that video there. I think it was in the fall when he had that one come out, didn't he? Just before snowmobile season.
Yeah, his son got one. I think that's the coolest thing is get your son a vet and let him toy around with it. And then in that video, he said his family's been all vet all the time. I love it. Just about had one a couple years ago, 74. And a guy wouldn't let it go to me. Thank God. It probably would be sold by now, though. I had a really good year and then two or three really horrible years on its heel steps. So,
Yeah.
Who's this guy?
There he is, Rev Rider himself.
You don't recognize him with a hat on, do you?
I know, a different sport.
Look at that. That's a big beast, man.
Yeah, it's only a 2-seater, but they make them long now, make them stable. So it's fun though. That's what keeps me busy in the summer.
That's cool. Yeah.
Josh,
they look.
Josh is always out there getting great picks, even summer, winter. I tell you, his commitment. There's a picture you're gonna see. I was going right at him. We were probably about 3 feet apart. He's sitting on the back of another jet ski. He didn't waver at all, though. He got the shot, so I give him credit.
As you're coming at him, eh?
Oh yeah,
that's awesome.
That's awesome.
What do you think about that, or a Trix? Like, have you ridden a Trix yet, or a Spark? Or
yeah, actually. So my one buddy has 2 regular Sparks, and then a subscriber let me ride his Trix. They're a lot different, but the kind of for what we do on our lake, just hanging out in bays and kind of playing around. The Trix is almost more fun because you just go out and you like do the wheelies and you do the donuts and it does all that stuff great. These are such like speed demons that like you can kind of rip around, but unless you're hanging way off the side like I am, it's hard to get him to do like the donuts and stuff. So for playing around, I think the Trix is an awesome jet ski or Sea-Doo.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Drew, there's a couple of guys, some yahoos up north, and they had the stand-up Kawasaki's.
Those are awesome.
The shtick was if I was able to ride it and get up on it, and we had a few beers, I won't lie.
Give you some most courage.
Drew was, I'm going to see if I can find a picture. He was young. He might have been 10. And it was one of the 220 horse that first year they came out.
Yeah.
The Sea-Doos.
Yeah.
So anyway, I get on this old jet ski, and boy, it took me 2 tries, and I got up and I rode around the lake like I was the boss. And so they had to let
so
Drew
light, eh?
They had to. It's not easy to get up on them.
Nope.
And so they let Drew ride the other one. It's like, holy
That's
God!
awesome.
And I got pictures of them. Yeah, I got pictures of them. Oh, it was a hoot, man. I'd love to find. I had a 650, the SPX 650 that was. I didn't know it was bored out until I blew it up, and then the dealer ordered pistons for it, and I went to pick it up to spend a long weekend, and they go, "Oh, the pistons we ordered didn't fit. Apparently, this thing's bored over to like 670." And it's like when they finally got it back, it rocked. Like it was like a street bike on the water. But I sold it to get my boat. So nice. I was sick of taking it to a dealer every time I rode it too, because it would suck something in like a rope or plastic bag. Or I finally learned how to clean the impeller out myself.
Yeah, you get a good Sea-Doo lift, you can get in underneath it. I sucked up my rope one time, and that taught you the lesson.
Yeah.
But it's easy if you can get it up on a lift, you can get in underneath it and take the grate off, right?
Yeah. I had a little ramp I built that went up to the shore. It was just basically 2 by 10s, but they were like 14 or 16 feet long. And I carpeted them, and I put those little furniture sliders on them. And then I made welded up a bracket that was cemented into the shore, and the actual pin in the front would go through, and I'd put a padlock in the front to lock it. So it was up out of the water when I wasn't there. So it was pretty cool. And you know what? I wish I would have kept that bracket. I don't know what I did with it. It might be somewhere up north. Who knows? But I can't find it. This is from Raymond. He says he spends his summers at the Yacht Club. This thing has twin 454s. He says, great show, guys. Glad you're better, Bobby.
Appreciate it.
That's nice. That's ones where tops are optional, right?
Yeah.
Here we go. Yeah, I call you up something here. And then our pal Neil Owen here, he sent in pictures of him looking forward to summer and back up at the cottage on Georgian Bay. Look at this beast. This is a Scout 270 with 400 ponies kicking the back end of it. Isn't that awesome?
Must just haul the mail.
It's beautiful. I love the color of the leather in it.
Yeah, it's nice, huh? That classic look.
Yeah, it's classy. That's a real champagne sipper, that one. It's like if Thurston Howell III had a boat, that's what it would look like.
Yeah. Exactly, eh?
Well, that's Neil's new name, Thurston Howell.
Thurston
Beautiful
Howell.
cottage. Love that stone fireplace.
Yeah.
That's sweet. Thanks for sending that in, Neil. Sometime is now summer ride. He says, Gary, this is mine and my wife's summer ride. It's a 2005 Mandalay. Isn't that what George Costanza worked for Mandalay Industries?
Yeah, man. That's right.
Oh, geez, this is awesome.
Wow. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, 30 gallons to the mile. It's a 40-foot diesel pusher with 4 slide outs pulling a 19 Chevy Silverado down to Key West, Florida. Love it.
Nice.
Imagine that, eh? Woo! The power to pull that. It's like tractor trailer, man.
Nuts. Diesel pusher.
Yeah. Joe Caraco, he says summer doesn't suck as much as everyone thinks. We had a good, quick winter, but I'm not mad it's over. Everyone's having a good summer season. Or he says he hopes everyone has a good summer season. Look at this beast.
Oh, nice.
That thing's polished. I love it.
Yeah.
Banshee 350.
Those things scream, man.
Mm-hmm. Two-stroke.
Yeah.
Oh,
Raptor came
he's
in.
got a nice little. Yeah, my bike's got the Banshee 200 engine in it. 2-stroke power band. There we go. A couple nice Sea-Doos.
Yeah.
Watercraft. That's not a Sea-Doo there, though. Oh, that is a BRP. What's that one with the little windshield on it, Bobby?
Which one, the left or the right?
That's
the red
a
one.
GTX, isn't it? The left one?
The mostly the red and white ones, 07 or 08 RXP, and then the one over on the right is like a 2020 RXPX 300. So they're both RXPs.
Nice.
Nice.
What are the difference
here
in
we
them?
go.
Why?
Oh, I know.
We got a
that-
snowmobile.
Yeah. That one's actually got a riser on it, that one. And there's Odie, the sled and car guy. Oh, sorry, that's not. Peyton Didier. He says he's the Upper Peninsula riding right there. That's good. I wonder when that was taken. Terry Two-Pod, didn't know you showed boats. Well, we're showing all the summer passions of everybody as we wind down. Yeah. But no, that's good. Thanks for sending those pictures in. But I should see if I can find some pictures. Well, I was going to show you guys something, speaking of boats here. Just give me a second to find it here.
Bob, you still going to be looking for a boat this year, or are you just sticking with your Sea-Doos?
I think I'm just sticking with the Sea-Doos.
Yeah.
I mean, I say that now. We'll wait till the season gets going. I'll probably.
And then all of a sudden you'll be
I'll
on
be
boat
like, oh, look,
shopping.
I have a boat. I don't know how that happened. But hopefully I can exercise a little self-control. We'll see. Nice thing is most of them are like already sold out. So that kind of slows me down anyway.
Yeah, it's crazy. Eh? It's still
You
not
know,
stopping.
I put a starter in for my boat and last fall, and my starter busted, and I sent it into the rebuilder, and he ordered me a remanufactured one, and the last time I did it took like 2 days, and I still haven't got it. I phoned them today, and they said it still hasn't shipped from the US.
Wow.
So like there's total shortage of parts. I said I need it for end of April, man. Like, we got to get on this.
Yeah. Last I was looking, they wanted me to put a deposit down on a boat I didn't even really want. And I'm like, I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm like, I can't see it. It's not really what I want. I'm like, I'll just take my chances in the spring. And they're like, you won't get one if you wait. So that's just life, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same thing will happen in the fall with all the snowmobiles you watch. Everyone hemming and hawing because they're getting into the summer stuff. And then they'll be like, damn.
Yeah. Well, I'm seeing more and more that like
What is
Polaris.
troubling him? That feeling of 100% pure natural goodness.
So this millionaire rolls. Oh, hold on a second here. I gotta switch the video.
Show him here in his commercial.
Hold on. I know. There. Now you won't hear it, right? I just.
Oh, good. I keep hearing more and more that Polaris has to cut off snow checks on the XCR and the VR1 because they're starting to hit their quotas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
That is nuts.
Yeah. Well, they were in the golf course in St. Mary's near us open today, and they said it was a record early opening and record like attendance and stuff. And they said that they've got 66% increase in sales in seasons passes this year already. Jeez. Isn't that insane?
Yeah. Like, not a golfer. Who cares?
No, but I mean, but I'm just saying that's it's the same as winter sports and skiing and everything else, right? It's like, it's just people have gone ape shit yet again, right?
Yeah.
So, but no, here I wanted to show you guys this. Speaking of summer stuff, so this is on my channel. It's the Skipper series I have. It's a little series. I got to add more to it.
Sure, it's not Captain Stabbing, Gary. Sorry.
Oh, wait a minute here.
It's a two-stroke, a couple guaranteed to make you laugh jokes. I got friends in those places. Yeah, life is what you make it.
Can you hear that? So this millionaire rolls up to the yacht club. No? And the dockhand approaches the boat and says, "Sorry, sir, we can't let you into this establishment." And the millionaire says, "Why not?" He says, "We have a strict tie-only policy, necktie-only policy." So the millionaire says, "You know what? I'm on a $5 million yacht. Of course I've got a necktie in here." And the dockhand says, "You know what? Go down and put it on." So the millionaire goes down in the barrels of the boat and he's rummaging around. And a few minutes later, he surfaces back to the dock and he's got a set of booster cables tied around his neck. And he says to the dock mate, "I'm sorry, this is all I've got. It'll have to do." And the dock mate thinks for a while and he says, "All right, I'll let you in, but don't start anything." Skipper stuff from when I was in Florida. There's a bunch of them. When Skipper grows up, and I got on a real tangent there because I posted something to Facebook about the Skipper, and then my wife, it really annoyed her, so I went and did more. I was like, "Oh, so you didn't like that? I'll do more of them." Yeah, I've got tons. When we were fishing with the boys, Skipper would come out and play, and yeah. I'll get back here to full screen here. That's good. Yeah, it was a really short. The season went by fast.
Yeah,
it did.
It's already over.
Well, that's crazy. How many episodes? About 29, 30? That's insane.
We're at 29. Well, 30. Well, 30. When you think if there's only 52 weeks in a year, what does that tell you? Right. You know what I mean?
I can't remember. When did we start? September?
Yeah.
It was August. Was it September or August?
It was September when we had nuns on. It was the first one. I believe it was September. Nice. Yeah.
That would be it.
That's crazy, man.
Holy cow. We got another fan photo here. Just let me, I got to share the screen here. I just want to get it up here. This is from Daniel Raymaker. It's a picture of a car he buffed out for a guy. Boom. And we'll get the other one on here. Wow. It's sweet. You want to talk about gleam. This is the epitome of gleam right there.
Oh, that's wild, eh?
Look how they added the square headlights into the round holes.
Yeah, that's cool, though. Oh, that's nice. Man, that thing's in great shape. Sweet. That is nice.
What do you say? 39. My brother had a 40 Dodge. I was just going to say, that looks like my brother's 40 Dodge.
Yeah.
Yeah. The grill is quite a bit different, but the body shape is exact.
Did he restore it like that, Gary? Yeah.
Yeah. I'll see if I can find you some pictures for next week, but he actually had it painted pink and had a guy airbrush the Pink Panther on the back, and he put Krager's on it like this car, very similar, and he took it in the Paris Demolition Derby.
What?
Yeah, it had a fuel injected V6 in it that somebody started building it and put a fuel injected V6 in it, and then my brother had it at the garage. He owned a mechanics garage, Esso station, and he had it there for years, and it just sat collecting dust. And then basically he got into Demolition Derby, and he went, you know what, that no one's ever put one of those in the demo derby, and he did. So I'll try and find some pictures. It didn't. The actual drive shaft snapped out of it. The first, right in the very first. So it hardly had any dents in it. Like I think someone smashed in the side of it or something like that. So that he basically kept the trunk lid because it had a really cool painting on, and he sold the car to a guy. Said, "You can't wreck that car. I'm buying it." Yeah, so
right on.
He was nuts as I am, though. Yeah.
Oh, look at that! Right on.
That's awesome. Look at that boat. That motor for shallow water. That's a duck boat for sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's
pictures of his. Yeah, pictures of his duck boat.
Nice.
Look at all the decoys, or maybe those are real dead ducks. I don't know. They're real dead ducks. He had a good haul there.
Wow.
Yeah, a bunch of mallards. Look at them all.
Yeah. Hopefully you're done your dinner, folks. There we go. That looks great. And he's got like the Hawaiian skirt around the outside edge of it.
Jesus, those are all drakes, the majority of them, other than 2 females. That's crazy, man. Holy.
Awesome. Yeah, that's cool. Thanks for sending that in. Yeah, pictures are slowly coming in as we go here. I think I got them all, though. Yeah, so.
Right on.
So, Rich, I saw online there's a company that'll edit your videos for you. So you just got to send them all your footage, and you'll be good to go. Yeah, I'll have to send you the link.
You seen my
I'm gonna hire someone. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. I'll get around to it. I'll do it, man.
Yeah. I'd be genuinely interested to see what they do with sled videos. I mean, because I'm sure they do a lot of like life stuff.
Yeah, you know what? I should send them one, right? See what they do.
Just see how it comes out. Yeah,
hey, that's true.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Hey, man, there's a lot of time in it. You don't realize it.
Definitely.
Yeah, it is for sure, man. Yeah. Yeah, I notice everybody's will start trickling in now. Well, you start seeing everything switching over now, right? You start seeing summer stuff happening and everything getting all busy again with.
This time last year, I edited like 4 videos and I just saved them for the following fall.
Yeah. Oh, look at you, Bobby. That's smart. You're getting ahead of the game.
Yeah.
And you got a bunch from last summer to start out. A couple.
Usually, yeah. I haven't been doing too many the jet ski videos anymore. The biggest thing was with those Sony cameras. They're not as waterproof as the GoPros, especially when you like drill the holes in them for the mic input. So I was like, if I ever fall off, it's gonna be camera gone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe now that I have a GoPro, it'd be a little more waterproof. So
yeah.
They're waterproof without a case, right?
Yeah.
The Hero 9?
Yeah, I just probably wouldn't run a mic, but we'll see.
Yeah. I ended up,
if it works.
Yeah.
I ended up using that. Now I'll be able to use that helmet one for the front of my adventure helmet, Bobby, on the front, which is awesome, which I couldn't use in the wintertime because of all the chin curtain and stuff. So
yeah,
I'm looking forward to using that. So
awesome. That'll be a great angle for riding.
Yep. Gonna head out and meet Gary. I'll have a couple of beers with Gary.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. That'll be a good excuse to go for a couple hour drive. Right.
Now is your bike in yet or?
Nope, she comes in next month, April.
Nice.
So I got all the parts coming in, though. I ordered a bunch of parts for Camel Adventure. I got a nice skid plate coming in and a whole bunch of different stuff. So
sweet.
Yeah, looking forward to it. So give you something to do to pass the time. That's nice. What was that, an old?
Yeah, Corvette airbrushed onto a helmet.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is beautiful.
And awesome.
Wow. Whose is that, Gary?
Look at that's Daniel Raymaker, a friend of his airbrushed that.
Oh, look at that old Ford. That's in mint.
That's sweet. What is that, 94, does he say?
That thing is in mint.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. He sent me a few pictures of toys here.
That's wild.
I like it. Look at that. It looks like a Heritage Edition.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like Heritage Softail. Yep. Is it? Or is that a Decker?
He doesn't say. Jesse sent me some summer pics here.
Nice.
Oh, it's a video link. Hold on. This might be tough. See if the first 2 pics of his 2009 Ski Nautique 206. Mainly use it for water sports. Has lots of horsepower. 343 horse for immediate power, but also nice to relax on the water on a sunny day. The third and fourth pictures of his dog, Sophie. She has grown up on boats and loves standing up on the edge to grab some wind while I boogie down the lake. Also, some videos of the boat and engine. Videos might be tricky, but let me see what I can do here.
Is this Buckman's pictures?
Yep.
Oh, right on.
Beautiful.
Oh, nice. Ski nautique. Nice.
Love it. Oh, here's an interior shot here.
Yeah.
I love the ski
nice.
boats, man. Center engines.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Got the heavy ballast in. Take the water in. That's awesome.
Well, this one probably wouldn't because it's a ski boat. It's just a centered engine.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's not, the wakeboard.
Yeah, it's a wakeboard. The wakeboards suck it in. Yeah. There's Sophie. Look at that.
Right on.
My dog tried to stand up on the front seat and went overboard. She doesn't have the sea legs.
Jeez.
Yeah, we had to get our dog a life jacket with a handle because every time my son would wipe out wakeboarding, he'd jump off the boat and go swim out to him.
That's funny.
So we had to get him it was crazy. Or he'd run along the shoreline, and when he'd wipe out, he'd swim out to him.
Yeah, I can't get that video to go over. I didn't think I would anyway.
No.
Oh, it sounds good. Why can't I open that up? Hold on. Does that show up there?
Oh, yeah, you can see that.
Okay. Now, can you hear it?
No.
No, you can't. I didn't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So there you go. I didn't think so. It's on the wrong system for me to get some sound.
So that picture you sort of
the Harley,
yeah, 1990s. Yeah, right on.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, yeah, you got a lot of pictures sent in, buddy. That's good.
Oh yeah, for sure. Last minute photos. There you go.
Right. Yeah, that's good.
Us sled guys all need our summer hobby. We got to have something to keep us busy.
Right. Even though you sit there and you talk about sledding in the summer, right?
Exactly. That's the thing. When Mike K and I got out of my boat the one year, all we did was talk about snowmobiling,
Yeah.
So. Yeah, it's a sickness.
So of the two off seasons, spring or fall, which one do you guys dislike more? I hate spring. I hate
spring too. I'm a huge fall guy. Fall, winter's my favorite two seasons. Yeah.
The nice thing is it's usually decent in the fall, and then like you're so hyped for snowmobiling on top of it. Whereas like in the spring, I'm just so bored and it looks crappy out. You know what I mean?
It's shitty because the snow's melting. It's muddy. I don't know. Yeah.
Maybe if I had like a quad or something, I'd enjoy it more. But as of right now, I do not.
Right. Yeah. My buddy's got a wicked side by side. He's got the Polaris, the big sucker, man.
Nice.
That's it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That makes it fun. What are your guys like quad and side by side laws like? Because I don't think we have a lot of areas around here. It's pretty much just like the Tug Hill trails, and other than that, it's just like private land.
We have an ATV association, kind of like the Snowmobile Association, but it's small, and they can't get any traction because there's three of them. There's the OF ATV, Ontario Federation of ATVs. And then there's the Eastern Ontario ATV Alliance, and then there's the Haliburton Algonquin ATV Association, and they don't want to play together. It's basically like everybody's screaming for one pass, and these clubs won't come to an agreement together to have one pass for all clubs. Yeah. And it's like, so if you want to ride, you have to buy the multiple passes. So
see where I am, I just joined the OFTRCA. So it's like you put it on your thing. It's so I can ride around the Ganaraska and everywhere.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's $100, and it's what, you don't get hassled by it. And apparently the guys on the one buddy I'm going to be riding with said that they hassle the ATVs and the side by sides, but when the adventure bikes go by, because you're dual plated, right? They usually just wave you on. So, but we'll see.
Oh,
look
absolutely.
at that $5 sled squad.
Oh, cool. Hold on, I'm gonna get that
right there on Bobby's side.
Boom. Thanks a lot, Sled Squad. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah,
We're going to put that up on screen here.
Coming in near the end of the season here, right? So that's good.
There you go. $5
so
to put some
much.
gas in the jet ski.
Yeah.
Now, Bobby, I might have asked this for you already, but did they say when they expect your links to come in, or is it like around the same time as the other BRP products, or?
So October delivery window on that. They had October
right.
open still and November open. I don't know how early. I'm sure I could have probably gone earlier if I ordered it a little earlier, but I was still surprised here October. I thought it would be kind of like just take it when you get it, like Polaris. Right. So I'm glad there's still some sort of delivery window at least.
That's awesome. That's good.
Yeah.
October's great, man. That's perfect.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's good.
I still want to I'm probably going to swap the track again, so that'll give me some time to get that done.
Are you? I'm deciding to go with the ice gripper. I am going to try that thing out.
Oh, you are? So the 1.3 or the 1.5?
I think it's 1.25, I think.
Oh,
1.25,
okay.
Yeah, 1.25.
Okay.
So listen, the last time I was up in Cochrane, there was 9 of us, and 2 of us were on 2 strokes. The rest were all on 4 strokes. They all had them on their 4 strokes and swore by them and loved them. My buddy Steve, he's had them on 3 of his Polarises, and he loves them. Like I'm a stud guy, so I don't know. Like if I don't like it, I'll just throw studs in, right?
Yeah, exactly. Add studs. Yeah.
So I'm gonna try it out.
See if you like it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it out. See how I like it. And the nice thing about that when you order that track is the aluminum tunnel protectors come from Polaris.
Yep.
Right. So because I was sitting there going, why is that track so expensive? But it also included the aluminum. Stud protector. So
that was the same way with my Renegade. I got the 1.5 ice ripper on it, and it came with the tunnel protectors. But then obviously I took it off, but they left the protectors in. So nice to have it.
Yeah, that's good. Right on.
Just in case I ever did stud it.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. I've heard mixed opinions. I've got friends that absolutely hate them, and then I got friends that absolutely love them. So
yeah, I didn't like it on my sled when I had it, but like I said, it's definitely a preference thing. I'll be super curious to hear what you think, and that's the only way you can figure out if you like it or not. Just trying it yourself.
Yeah.
So,
well, the first week I'll go and try it, and if I don't like it, I'll be throwing studs in it.
Studding it up, yeah.
I will. Yeah. So.
I hated it on the 800, and it's not so much the traction moving forward; it's the stopping and corners. Yeah, you're gonna be like your ass is gonna pucker the first few corners you take. Yeah. You had studs on your Assault?
Oh yeah, I had both. I've rode studs on all my sleds. This will be the first sled I'm not studding, but I also it's the first time trying this track out. So, but my buddy Steve I ride with, he's had him on all his last 3 sleds, and he rides in front of me most times when I'm riding, and he never has a problem. But he's a pretty damn good rider.
Yeah. This is Slowbee's pooch.
Oh, nice.
On the back of the boat. Gorgeous dog, man.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in any of his videos.
It looks like almost my dog Pepper. I think he was in that last one where he's doing the review with the guy with the 600R. That dog ran.
There you go. I didn't even notice it.
Yeah.
There you go.
So Michael DiGiulio, he says, hold on, let me get the picture up here. Oh, there we go. A sledding picture for snowmobile sessions. There we go. He says, nice. Dearest Gary, thanks to you, Rich and Rev Rider, for making such a fun show. I'm a huge fan and love the videos and the weekly podcast. And I've also put some podcasts up this week, so there should be some new content for you guys on Spotify and iTunes. I'm also a huge Ski-Doo guy, so it's awesome hearing you and Rev Rider as well as Jean-Luc. Here are a few pictures of me on my 21 MXZ RS 850 riding the beautiful Scorery Valley in New York. When we have snow locally, it's the best. My 850 129 was a race sled. Easily the most amazingly smooth sled I ever rode. So thankful for how good this year's been. Thanks again for all you do for our community of sledders. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
Got another picture here. We love comments like that.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. That's your typical trail. That looks like you could be in Hillsburg snow roamers territory there. There we go. A nice little 509 lid.
Oh, yeah.
I got that exact helmet, and I just didn't get out to do a video with it. But I've got the actual fitted. Well, he's got the 509 goggles. I wonder if they're the same ones. It's actually a system for that helmet.
Oh, nice.
And
I tell you, the 509 goggles fit helmet's great. Like I ran them in my FXR helmet, and they fit way better than my FXR goggles did.
Really, eh? So that's awesome, Bobby. You liked it, eh?
Yeah, I never would have expected it, but I went back
Yeah.
to the FXR ones, and I'm getting like blasted in the eyes with the wind, and I'm like, how did I ride with
Yeah.
these? Like, this is crazy.
Right?
Put the 509s back in, and I was good to go.
Yeah,
They're
that's good, man.
shagged.
So you like the
That's not
509 goggles,
shag,
Bob? You had good luck with them, eh? That's good.
Oh, I absolutely love them. And the ones I have, they have like these frog skin vents in the top.
Oh,
I don't know if you
nice.
guys can see them. So
Yep.
I thought they would be too cold, but honestly, I rode with them down to
Here,
0.
show those again. I had you small there.
They
There
have
we
these like frog skin vents up on the top. So I thought this was going to be way too cold to really ride with. But honestly, I rode down to 0 Fahrenheit and was comfortable. And when you get off trail, they vent so well. Like, I've yet to fog them up. Whereas before, if I was off trail, I would always take my goggles off because I knew I was going to fog them up.
Question for you, Bobby. Like, you're leading most of the time, right? Like, you were never behind anyone and still. So I find with mine, the snow dust, like if I would, like when we were in Quebec, yeah, I mean, I was trading off. I was in the mid, second, third. And then when you drop to the back, the snow dust, man, was unreal.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the heated goggles worked good. So it wasn't an issue for me. But I some guys that they had the exact same helmet as me, didn't have the heated goggles. They were frosting right up because the snow dust would get in through the vents.
Yeah.
Because it's so fine, right? When you're going a good clip. So
the nice thing is with the vent on these, it keeps the lens itself cool enough that it doesn't usually get hot enough for the snow dust to kind of get like condensation and then freeze.
Right.
But like I said, I don't ride. I usually lead, and like you said, most of the time when you're leading, the only thing you can do is have heated stuff, or when you're behind, the only thing you can do is have heated stuff. So
yeah, for sure. Right on. That's good. Glad you liked them. I wanted to hear about them. I meant to ask you about that too.
Yeah, I got to go over all my gear. It's videos I plan to do. It's just the season got away from me, and then COVID happened. So
yeah, I hear you, buddy.
Yeah,
that's the same as me too.
Yeah. You've been a busy man with the podcast, Gary. That's why.
This is true shit. And all kidding aside, man, you don't think it is, but it's like Mondays, boom. Yeah. Oh shit, Saturday, Sunday is the same, gearing up for Monday, and then Monday comes, and then it's like, well, Tuesday you need a break.
Yeah, you got to edit, you got to ride, you got to do all sorts of stuff.
So not complaining. Yeah. I got a lot of videos, and I wasn't even thinking. I was just watching some footage, that last one they put up, and I was like, well, like, this is actually pretty good. It's kind of funny what we did with the cookout with Muskoka Mike, and I was like, I think I'll put a video out of it. So that might be what it's like for the next few weeks, is seeing.
Yeah, for sure, man.
It's like, oh, that was actually good, you know. So, but we'll see. But whatever, we got through. We survived another winter, so yeah. But and I'm still prepping the 50 edition for sale. It's all apart. I'm cleaning it up and giving her a spit polish, and we'll see what happens. So if I can get rid of it, I'll upgrade. If I can't get rid of it, then nothing changes. So life is good, right?
So it's a good year to get rid of sleds. So I'd be surprised if you couldn't.
Oh yeah, for sure. I had a couple of idiots. I took it down because I had one or two pictures in the ad just on the trail, and I had a couple of idiots lowballing. But it's so funny to see that guys are selling 21s and 20s for the price of brand new ones, or what they paid for it new. And then it's like, you got one for 5,800 or whatever that people were selling for 6,500 2 weeks ago, and people are offering you 3 for it. It's like,
but you're going to get that gear. You hold on to the fall, you'll get COVID pricing again. Trust me, buddy. You don't even worry about it.
Oh, I think it's going to be all summer. Yeah,
for sure.
So, no, I'm in no hurry. I want to clean it up right too. Like, it's, I've got the exhaust pipe off, and going to clean out everything inside, and it's going to look like a brand new sled. It's going to be concourse
nice,
detailed. Yeah. Okay.
Hey, see, Tony Cat said here goes. So I've just announced. He said that Cat is teaming up with Garmin.
Yeah, I saw a couple pictures.
Group riding group. So there's a new gauge coming. They're getting ready to drop stuff, guys. I don't care what anyone says, man. You watch.
Yeah, I think so.
You watch.
You think it'll be before fall, Rich, or do you think it's going to be like next year?
I was told not until like the following year. Like, you're not going to see anything this year. It'll be next year, or maybe even the year after. From what I was told, it'll be in the next year or two for sure. And the one guy said to me, they're not gunning for like second or third. So I know, hey, and everyone can laugh all they want, But that's what the guy said to me. They're going to come out with something that's going to gun for number one. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
It's awesome. Fingers crossed for him.
Yeah, exactly, Bobby. Exactly.
Yeah.
Right. So, yeah.
I had a lot of guys saying they can't imagine the manufacturers coming out with anything in the next couple of years. But I mean, like this year, Polaris released the 850 turbo and stuff. So like, I think manufacturers are still releasing big stuff. And I can see Cat doing it.
Well, and they're testing things. Like apparently Polaris was working on that 4-stroke for years. And the 4-stroke, sorry, the turbo when they came out with the 850 back. So they were planning on, working on that for a while. So we'll see what happens, right? So
for sure.
Yeah, they all do. They all plan way ahead. And it's like with the way sales are right now, that if these Polaris runs out of sleds on spring order and Skidoo runs out of sleds on spring order, which they almost already have sold out, then where do you go? If you really want to order a new sled, you go to Cat or Yamaha. So they're all going to win from it, right?
Yeah, because I was him and Han, and the dealer called me on Friday. He's like, "Listen, you better shit or get off the pot." He goes, "I've been told the VR1s and the XCRs are going to be gone." I'm like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah," because I always waited till April 15th, right? I'm like, "I'm not giving you, know." And it was like, okay. So I called him back. I'm like, "All right, here's my credit card." You better,
Jeez, so,
Well, can you imagine him and Han, and all of a sudden you get, "Sorry, pal, you got none left." Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't care. I would ride my Assault again. It's not a loss, but I really want to try out that XCR. So
I did the same thing with the Lynx. I was like, maybe I'll wait a little longer and see if I want to be sure. And then I kept hearing people ordering them, and even people ordering them from the dealer I had. And I'm like, I just want to get it all squared away so I know I'm going to have it.
Yeah.
That's cool. I did see someone in the chat saying their dealer took their deposit but didn't process their order, so they had to take their order to a different dealer.
Yeah, so I was reading that on Facebook too, because what the Polaris guys always used to do, and my dealer, I actually switched dealers. My dealer before, he would wait until the 15th and then just fire them all in. But Polaris was telling the dealers, "Hey guys, you better start sending them in because obviously they're not spoken for. You can't hold on until." So the dealer I dealt with, they're awesome. I literally gave my thing, and within an hour, actually it was 15 minutes, I got an email from Polaris saying it was snow checked. So it was confirmed.
So do you pick your stuff online and send it to the dealer, and then they still have to send it to Polaris on top of that?
And so what happens is they call you and they're like, "Okay, I just want to go over your build," and you go over everything, and that's I changed my track. I wasn't going to do the ice ripper, and then I'm like, you know what, I'm going to try it out. What the heck? So he changed it on my form, and then as soon as he took my information, within 5 minutes, I got an email from Polaris saying it was confirmed and ordered. So, but last year, my old dealer, I ordered it from him, and I didn't get an email for 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
Coming through. So a lot of dealers, what they do is they hold on until they're all done, and then they just sit down and just fire them off to Polaris. But because the demand's so high for certain models, like if you didn't get them in, can you imagine how many? I mean, I think this year is kind of special and unique, right? Like I don't think you can be holding off on stuff, right?
Yeah.
Especially like I imagine the Mach Zed's the same thing. I'm sure they're only going to build so many, and if it went crazy, like maybe the Lynx, same thing, Bobby. Like maybe they're only bringing in so many to North America, right?
Yeah.
So would you want to wait until the very, very last minute and then decide, and then all of a sudden someone says, "Oh, sorry, they're all gone," right? So
no chance.
But I did hear that in the I think it was at one of the Polaris forums saying the same thing. He's like, I kept asking my dealer's like, "Relax, I send them all in at the end." Well, I mean,
you're March
22nd.
Come in at once.
You're March 22nd. You're not waiting until April 15th. So I mean, especially when they're saying the VR1s and the XCRs are almost sold out. I don't know. So because I was literally going to hold off. So.
Yeah, it's interesting because I remember back in the day, I used to go to the dealer just because I thought it was more fun and place my snow checks. But now because of COVID and everything, it didn't even cross my mind to go. Like I even asked the dealer, I'm like, "Oh, I guess maybe," I'm like, "I can come if you want me to." They're like, "No, just give us your credit card number. We'll do it over the phone."
Yeah.
I guess it's not like a car. You're not test driving it, right?
Yeah. So you really don't need to be there. Yeah.
The thing about the Polaris, when you build your sled and you change your different colors, it keeps saving them. And it fires it off to your dealer. So, I mean, you got to hit confirm to send it, right? So, I mean, I had so many different variants built, and like different colors, and then I'm like, no, it's too flashy. No, that's too, like it was.
Yeah, so you went with black, huh?
Yeah, I went solid, all black, everything. It's solid black.
What you like, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it's subtle, Bobby. When it's not in your the red, white, and blue was just too. I don't know, man. It was too flashy for me.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot to go from black to red, white, and blue is a big change.
Yeah.
So
my one buddy, he ended up going with that tan and orange.
Nice.
He traded in his sled for a VR1, and he went with the tan and orange. So it was. I can't remember what they were calling it, desert tan or something like that, but kind of a wicked color. So I mean, slowly but surely, Bobby, they're letting the colors come back.
Yeah,
but not like it was.
I think that they looked great this year. I mean, yeah, there definitely weren't as many as like 2019 and 2020. But definitely a lot more this year than last. Like I thought they did a decent job mixing in some lime and some the reds all look really cool, I thought. So
listen, all those colors are nice. It's just not for me. To each their own, whatever. I mean, I'm boring. I mean, that's the third sled I'm ordering that's all solid black. So
that's funny because like I hate that with Skidoo all you get is like yellow or black, and you're like, oh yeah, give me some black, I'll take it.
It's funny, eh? Yeah. Well, if I went Skidoo, I would have totally went. Well, actually, the Mox Ed was sweet, but that's just too rich for my liking, man.
Yeah,
that price on those were stupid. I actually got a price, and it was just like, that's too rich for me.
I almost wish I got a price.
Like that. It doesn't matter what dealer you go to; it's an expensive model, right? So
yeah, absolutely.
But no, it's crazy, man. It is crazy.
Yeah,
but
Odie, the sled and car guy, says people are buying cars now without test driving because we have what they want in stock. And I said, people are buying houses without seeing them too, where they were a few weeks ago. You don't even do an open house anymore. It's like, I look at the pictures online, it's like,
I've heard of like mortgage companies telling them like, you don't have time to get an inspection. Like you just got to take the house, and that's some crazy stuff.
It's crazy, eh?
Yeah.
It's insane, man, what's going on. And I can't see it ending this year. I think in the following year, it probably will start slowing down when everyone's vaccinated and people can start traveling again and getting back to what they normally do.
Yeah.
Then I think you're going to be seeing this.
Then it'll be a great time to buy used boats, buy a house. I'm going to be buying it all.
That's the thing. And that's where it'll come back, right? Because now, man, it's insane.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how long you're going to be seeing COVID pricing, right?
Yeah. Even the trade-in price I got on my Renegade, I was like, geez, I mean, you guys are practically begging me to trade it in at that price. So
yeah,
that's funny. Well, it's low miles though too, right? Like it's a good sled.
Yeah, just under 1,000.
Do you have to take the wrap off? What's the steps in doing that when you return it?
They said they just take it as it was. I told them there were a few things I want to take off. They said that's fine. That they were cool with whatever I wanted to take off. Just obviously make sure I put back whatever I take off as far as stock went. But they pretty much just wanted it as was. They even told me I could put up to 1,200 miles on it and still get the price they offered me because I had 900 and change on it when I first talked to them.
Yeah.
So you're ripping around the dirt around your grassy yard.
Gotta get those miles on. Yeah.
1,199 more to go.
Put it on the track stand. Just run it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that last trip up to Cochin put me over. I'm glad. You know what I mean? It was one of those things. It's like I was not happy with what I had on it, but it was good.
I really wanted over 1,000. I didn't get it. I'm bummed, but the season just disappeared on me. So
next year, Bobby, when you come up here, we'll rock on some huge K, bud.
I'm excited.
You'll be dumbfounded, eh, Gary? When you how many kilometers and miles?
He'll do what he did. He'll do 2 years worth of riding in 1 year.
I'm not kidding you, Bobby. You come up for a few days into Quebec, you'll be going back with exactly what Gary was saying, man. I'm in. It'll be good fun, man. Good fun. Yeah,
can't wait.
And actually, it'll be awesome. Looking forward to you riding that mean Lynx, man. It'll be good.
Oh yeah, I want you guys to try it out. I mean, obviously Gary's
for sure.
Try it a little bit, but we'll definitely do some swapping.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe my dad will be on a T-Cat. Who knows? I haven't
that
seen
would
him
be
since
sweet,
COVID,
dude.
I'm hoping I can apply the pressure a little bit when I see him. Maybe get him to pull the trigger.
Now, when does that end for Yamaha down there, Bobby, for the spring check?
I think they're April, like Polaris is. Yeah. So I think Arctic might even be the end of April. I'm not sure.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
A lot of time. I mean, that's smart. It's like Gary said, they can pick up anybody that couldn't buy a Polaris or a Skidoo, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Neil Owen question, is this COVID pricing more of a reflection of the greater number in the sport, and how do they stay in? Maybe the market is just bigger now, which may be good for the sport. So there's a supply and demand thing going to happen, because the manufacturers are cranking out more models because they've got way higher sales. But then when things return to somewhat normal and travel starts, there may be more flooding the market. Like there may be more inventory than there is buyers. So that's when you're going to see everything going for nothing, right? So we'll have to see. It's an interesting time for sure. And maybe people enjoyed it and we'll stay in it, right?
Yeah, you're going to get that, right? But I think the majority probably not. Like Bobby, I was reading, and I meant to ask you, this was a couple of weeks ago, I read the stats of, they said how many more people registered to ride in Tug Hill, and I can't remember the number. I think it was like 10,000 more than the prior year. Like it was crazy. And I meant to ask you that when I read the article, and I'm like, holy, but I wouldn't doubt it. Yeah. Because we seen it up here. I mean, it was crazy, man. You'd ride in the weekday. Like when I rode up to Kearney on Thursday, it was like a Saturday.
Yeah.
Most times it was crazy. Everyone and their mother and goat and cat was out riding. Like it was good.
There were many times I got to like parking areas that, I was getting there early because I'm like, it'll be a little busy, and they were already full. Like I'm talking like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock full, and it would be like 9 o'clock in the morning. Like my last ride, I couldn't find a spot to park my trailer. I went to 3 different parking lots. Like just so many people out there. It was definitely a crazy year.
Yeah.
And a lot of that for me was Old Forge, where you have to have an additional trail pass. So you get even more of it on Tug Hill, where you don't have to pay for the extra trail pass too. So
okay.
Yeah.
Now, how much are your passes again, Bobby? I asked you this at the beginning of the year and you told me that, so forgive me, but what are your permit pricing?
80 preseason, 100 in season.
Man, that's good.
Yeah, and that's not bad. That's cheap.
And it's worth it, right? Like it's cheap. Like you get people balking at prices. I know some people think that 300 for Quebec is too much, but no, it's not.
Yeah, I mean they got a lot of trails to do too. Town of Webb, I mean, we have a good amount of trails, but nothing like what likely all of Quebec is in comparison.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Even Ontario, I mean, our Ontario passes are 190 or whatever preseason, right? Like before November 1st. So you can't go out and beat down a freaking trail for that yourself. You use it once and it's paid for.
You go skiing or a round of golf is that once, right?
Yeah.
So you put it into perspective of the sport you love and you're passionate about, and it's a no-brainer, right? So
yeah. But 6-string Brian says the New Brunswick pass is $260. That's still a good deal.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know what? I don't know what I did in miles this year. I'm gonna have to look. We did a ton.
Yeah, you got quite a bit of riding in, bud. Hey,
oh, yeah,
that's good.
I'm gonna say 3,000 just to put it in the middle. I know we did 2,500 easy.
Yeah,
but
awesome.
And I did a lot of local riding. Like it was insane.
Yeah.
But yeah.
A lot of people did. I know my buddies Steve and Rick, they did like 6,000 kilometers. Can you imagine? Just all local. But
oh yeah, for sure.
Riding Monday to Thursday.
Their local is heaven.
It is. It is.
Good snow where they were.
Yeah. They are. Yeah. They lucked out. They had good seasons for that too. So
no, it's true.
So do they trade every year, putting miles like that on their sleds?
Rick he's still on his 4-stroke due, and I think it's 3 years old. My buddy Steve trades up every year. Yeah. He had a VR. He had a XCR the year before. Then he had the VR one this year, and he's going back to an XCR as well.
Nice.
So, and then my buddy Gord, he had a MXZ 3 years old, and he's trying a VR one.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, cool.
So
I'd be really interested to see next year the numbers of the XCR versus the VR one. It seems like I'm still seeing a lot of people ordering the VR one, so it seems to be a popular model.
Yeah. It's apparently, I would say, pretty neck and neck. Like everywhere I talk to someone, it's either VR1, XCR, VR1. But I mean, what other models are there? I don't think. I mean, well, you got the Salt, but I mean, not everyone's going to ride that trail riding, right? So
I just thought it would end up kind of being like what Skidoo sees, that everybody gets a XRS and then they like make it whatever they want. Big windshield, little windshield. This track, that track. You see a lot of people just buying whatever's the best.
Yeah,
and.
One of the Polaris guys down south, Len Johnson, he's an ambassador or whatever, and he gets the sleds all the time. He made a comment, and I texted him after, and he said, there's something. He said the 850 motor was even more lively. And he said, I don't know what they've done, if they've done anything, but he said, he goes, it's stronger than his VR1 850. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. So, I mean, it's 4-year engine model in a year now, right? So I think they've got everything tweaked out, but who knows?
Yeah. Did you see the Full Send kids? One of their 850s blew up. I seen that. It was an assault, right? Yeah. That's a bummer, man.
Yeah. It happens, man. Right.
Yeah.
So, but
hey, they're built by humans, right? So you can't. Who knows?
Yeah.
We were supposed to ride that weekend, and he messaged me and goes, "Yeah, I can't ride." He's like, "My engine blew up." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah, and he didn't have many miles on that sucker.
500 miles. It's a 21, so it'll be under warranty. Hopefully, I mean, the only thing he had a can on it, but I don't think they'll give him a hard time over that.
Yeah.
Okay, Polaris lover, 6-string Brian wants to know what the major difference is between the XCR and the VR1.
Oh, holy shit. Okay, Gary, I'm sending you a picture because this is huge. This sums it all up. I'm going to send it to you right now. Pull this up and this will sum it all up, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Please.
No, seriously. No, because I went over the same thing too. Like the jack shaft salt, like they've changed. There's a ton. There's 4 rear idler wheels as opposed to the 3 in the VR1. The rails stiffened. It's
So is it like the XRS? Is it kind of like the XRS?
Yeah, it's going to be basically the
XRS. The answer.
It's all it's beefed up. So, anyways, I sent it.
And what are they on? Like 42 mil front shocks, or like are they more like the Lynx shock package, or are they like what your Assault had?
They're a 2-inch body, so they're actually still bigger than the Lynx shocks. Yeah, and they're bigger than the Lynx also.
Yeah. My Assault had the 2-inch diameter shocks, Bobby.
Yeah,
that thing was beefed. Like that was crazy.
I think the only difference between your shocks and the XCR is they have high and low speed compression, whereas you just have 1 speed.
That's right. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Which is there's a whole bunch of different things I was in there, and then someone else was telling me they changed the stator, but then someone else was telling me no, that was only in the mountain sleds. So I don't know. So apparently there's a bunch of
whole mess of things.
Different.
One thing that always got me is they say that the XCR has different handlebars than the VR1. I've never noticed it. Yeah,
no, they changed the handlebars. They're black. The colors, not the stuff. The black, but the handlebar ends are way hooked. So you literally can get your hand off the handlebar and hold it like so.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Yeah,
I love the color on this one, man. This is cool.
Yeah.
That's what Rich almost got. He chickened out.
That's the one I almost got. And that's where I'm like, you know what, Gary, and this is what I'm thinking. I'm thought it's too flashy, man, for me. But what a beautiful color. Wicked color.
Yeah.
So, so the jack shaft solid. What else? Yeah, there's a new brake on it as well too. Yeah, different pitch. Yep. So we shall see. It's all beefed up. It's heavy. It's
so
totally
it's like the XCR. It's like a race sled, and it's like the XRS. I mean, only not as fast.
And then the 136 has the tipped rails too.
What's that?
The 136 has the tipped rails too.
It has tipped rails too, so I'm looking forward to that too. Yeah, I went with the 136 because you can get it in 128, right? I'm doing the 136.
But I'm assuming though VR1 doesn't have tipped rails. At least it didn't last year.
No, it doesn't.
That's another difference between the two. Yeah.
And then the 4th rear idler wheel.
It's a 137 with tip rails. Like your 144 had or 146 had tip rails to 137, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So it's a 137 tip to 129.
No, it's 136. Yeah, 136.
136
right?
Tip to 136
tip
to 129 or whatever.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, we'll see.
I don't know, man.
I'm
seating position. I thought it was it fit good. Like you're sitting upright, and I mean that's stock setup. He didn't have any riser or anything on it. Like, so yeah.
And
I'm getting.
Len was saying on the XCR
why is
that
Pro Polaris saying Gary angry face LOL.
Oh, did you say
the XRS being faster than the XCR? That guy.
Oh yeah. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. Yeah. You have to get out and race.
Well, Mike and them will have the
again.
Mike will have the XRS and so will Mike. So we'll see.
Yeah.
See what happens there. But I'm telling you, like I'm looking forward to it. Everyone's telling me, like in the bumps and the chops and everything, I'm gonna really enjoy the XCR over the Assault. But my Assault was great, man.
Yeah. You will notice a difference.
I don't know. I seen Mike chatting on the After Dark last week. I don't know.
What? What's that?
Mike Eisenberg chatting on the After Dark. You'll have to go watch the replay.
What was he saying? Oh, you can't say that.
I can't divulge it. I can't.
Yeah.
But put it this way, you're not going to win in a race with them.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, it wasn't even close with the Assault. So.
I know. Do you know, is the pitch on your Assault the same as the XCR?
That I don't know, Bobby.
Yeah.
That I don't know.
Curious.
Yeah.
Because that'll be part of the speed difference too between the pitch.
Oh,
and
you're talking about Mike's other sled. Yes. Sorry, Bobby.
What's that?
I didn't mean to interrupt you. I know he ordered 2 sleds, and I know what he's got. Yes. When we go to Quebec and Northern Ontario. But I'm talking about lining up against his XRS, not the other one.
Oh yeah, nice. Okay, perfect.
Yeah. So I'm not letting the cat out of the bag.
Gary. I didn't say anything, Jesse. But it's not a secret when you post it on Dave Neronis.
Yeah, exactly, and he's texting it in our group too.
What kind of friggin'? Yeah, but no one watches this show. Not at an hour and a half in. Are you kidding? Neil Owen's asleep right now. He had his tea and he's asleep. He's dreaming boat thoughts, for crying out loud.
Yeah. But it's funny you guys say that, because I texted you. I texted you, and that's what I'm saying. I actually was looking at a Mach Z. Like, I was seriously considering, and I was throwing it around. Reason why, and I'm telling you guys right now, planning on whatever Yamaha and Cat does, we know what Do has and what Polaris is going to do. I don't know if they're going to do anything, but I'm probably going to say this will probably be my last 2-stroke.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious, because you know what? Quebec riding and Ontario riding, like, I've decided I'm going to be doing more trips than trail riding.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, man, the 4-strokes are the way to go on those big, long Quebec trips and Ontario riding. So
yeah,
that's my prediction. I think this will probably be my last 2-stroke sled, and then I'll probably be moving over to a 4-stroke.
Yeah.
And hopefully things get a little lighter, and so.
Yeah. I'll be interested to see what you think of a 4-stroke.
The 900R is pretty light. Like, there's not.
Yeah, I switched off.
You're talking beer, there's a beer belly difference.
Yeah, it's noticeable. It's noticeable though, buddy. It's noticeable. Now, what I'm really, yeah, it is. It's noticeable. Like, you can't, 45 pounds extra on the front end is huge, man. Like, overall, when you're riding on the lake and it's cushy, it's nice. But. And the other thing too is the throttle.
Powersports says, "Hey, Rich, should we warm up the deposit machine?"
Yeah, no.
I don't know. I think there must be beer flowing at the Energy Powersports, because he says, "By the way, Gary, your sled's landed."
There you go. See,
he's pretty. Yeah, I didn't know the links were coming in so early, man. I bought these week till October, so I don't know. Over here. Yeah.
Gary will be riding on a Lynx.
It's Canadian aluminum at its finest right here.
Get Gary on a Mach Z. Get him on a Mach Z, John Luke.
He is. He's going to get me on a Mach Z, and you wouldn't believe it. I'm gonna do a comparison between the Mach Z and Odie's sled. Which one's wilder?
There you go, eh? That's awesome. All those Mach Zs will be nice, and I'm looking forward to trying out one with that new throttle, where it's not as crazy.
The wire.
Yeah. And that's the other thing too, which I'm really glad they I don't know, I guess they looked into it or do whatever, but I'm looking for, I can't wait to, I will hopefully get to be able to ride a Mach Z next year, just try one out. So that launch control is cool.
I'm confident I will not know anyone with one, so it's unfortunate, but
really,
yeah.
You don't think they'll sell? Are they going to be not a big seller down there? Is it just too
I think they will. I just don't think with the groups I ride with, they're all like, we're young, we want 2-strokes, ripping wheelies in the powder type of thing. I don't think I'll know anybody that tries like the lake racer type sled. So
yeah. Odie says, "Get your digs in now, Gary." Odie, it's not digs, buddy. Like, we're gonna have so much fun next year. It looks like Energy Powersports has got me all lined up, so we're gonna have so much fun.
Yeah, the videos next year are gonna be awesome, man. Especially when things open up. Can you imagine?
I only did 3 videos.
And I gotta say, can you imagine how amazing it's gonna be when all of us are together doing a trip? Can you imagine? I'm sitting there thinking all the videos that'll be coming out between MUDBRATS, Rev Rider 550, Rich Outdoors when he wants to do one, and the guys over at Sled Addicts, right? No, seriously though, can you imagine we're all on a trip? What that's going to be like? I can just imagine the different videos that are going to come out of this.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, it'll be awesome.
Yeah,
it'll be awesome. Yeah, should be a good time. But yeah, that Mach Zed, I'm looking forward to seeing that in action.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, should be cool.
Yeah. The 900R turbo is no slouch, and like I said, it sits higher too. We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see. It looks like my XRS with the new gauge and everything is in stock and ready to go. So we're ready to go.
Atta boy.
We just got to talk my wife into it. That's all. The links. We got it. I can't wait. Next year should be good for sure.
Oh, yeah, it'll be good. Good times. I have a feeling Gary's going to do a reveal video. He's holding on.
I don't hide nothing. As soon as it's a done deal, I'm not keeping no secrets. That's a Bobby thing, you know.
Hey, I let it go this year. You know, everyone knows now.
Well, you know why, Bobby? Because I would have let the cat out of the bag by mistake, anyways.
Yeah. And it's given us so much to talk about. You know what I mean? Yeah. In past years, it's like, why spoil it? Because I'm not gonna make videos with it until the fall anyway. But now we got to talk about all sorts of stuff with it. So
yeah, it'll be interesting.
Yeah,
that's cool though. That Tony Cat, I didn't hear. So Bobby, you said you heard the same thing, that they're teaming up with Garmin. So that'll be cool.
I saw. I mean, I don't know, my local cat dealer, Cook's Recreation, they were posting like a little Garmin screen that either goes above the gauge, like just on top of it, or you can put it where the goggle bag is on the Procross chassis, kind of under the gauge in front of the steering column. And I'm assuming it's got to be that Garmin thing. So it looks like a good little option.
But do you think about it, right? The way everything's going, BRP just came out with their new map system. Polaris has had theirs for a while. It would make sense that if they're coming out with something new, that they would probably have that embedded in it. Would you not think? I would think. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean, I would guess that as well. Yeah, I think the biggest thing for Cat, and I could be wrong on this, like Polaris and Skidoo can use them in their side-by-sides and in their jet skis and, all that stuff. I don't think Cat, other than maybe their side-by-sides, has a lot of use for a nice gauge like that. So that might be why they have to, start from a much lower place. Whereas, like, I know Skidoo and Polaris can just kind of use what they've found in the off-road department and kind of bring it to sleds.
Yeah. No, it's going to be good. It'll be awesome. Yeah. Also, he let the cat out of the bag there. So
I see that.
Jesse's dad ordered a VR1 too.
People watch this. Not many people watch this.
I knew. Okay, all that
where's the boot button? Can't we kick that guy out?
They shared it with everybody, anyways. I knew that all last week too, and I didn't say anything. I didn't want to let people say, but
well, listen.
Awesome. I'm gonna. Also, Andrew did a Mach Zed, did he?
That's awesome.
He's getting an 850 XRS and a VR1 850, and Mike is getting an XRS 850 and a Mach Zed, and our buddy Andrew is getting a Mach Zed. Nice.
Well, Andrew was on the 900 do that I tried out, so he's getting a Mach Zed. Good for him, man. That's awesome.
Yeah,
that'll be good fun.
There you go. So we'll see who watches this. Yeah. And there you go. That's a university student with an XRS 850 and a VR1 850.
Well, his VR1's his dad's. His dad got rid of the XC. His dad's
good job.
Yeah, no, for sure. Well, and he always has access to his dad's sled, right? So, I mean, when we went up to Sudbury, he didn't bring his XRS because he didn't want to put miles on it. So he grabbed his dad's XC.
And Jesse did a solid there. He says it's still a secret just for our snow session fans.
There you go.
Thank you, Jesse. That's awesome.
Hey, Bobby, great. Jimmy G's asking, are you doing anything to your link shocks or running them right out of the box?
So I definitely think I'm going to run the suspension and everything completely stock. The only thing I've been thinking about, I'm definitely going to do headlights. And then I might swap like bars and riser again, just because that was kind of a fun little project and I can kind of customize it. But I do kind of want to try to keep it more stock because I think I made my Renegade so unrecognizable as far as like a 21 goes. Yeah. That it kind of hurt content a little bit. Like I made it recognizable as my sled, but I don't think the normal person could look at it and be like, "Oh, that's the new Skidoo." It just looks like every other G4.
Right.
So I like it because you see it go by in other people's videos, like Shag Boys, and it was like, "Oh, that was Bobby." It's like,
that's true. I mean, it's a tough call. I go back and forth on it in my head all the time. We'll see. As it gets close, I'm sure I'll be like, no, I'm going to change everything about it now, But
are you going to wrap it again, Bobby, you think, or?
I haven't planned on it yet. Not a lot of companies make Lynx wraps. Deviant Ink does, which is cool.
Yeah.
But I don't know of a ton other than that. So we'll kind of just see as the fall gets here.
They'll all get the templates by the fall, Bobby.
Yeah, for sure.
It's just a template. They'll get them all in. Yep.
Yeah. That's how I put the Matrix. At first, nobody had them, and then everybody did. So
Yeah. I'm in the business, man, and I got zero interest in wrapping my sled. I do. It's just, you know what?
Yeah.
It just, I don't know. But you know what's nice though? Like there's some wicked designs out there, and we've seen through the fan photos how awesome some wicked designs are. So
I like it. It's just so much pressure to get it right. Like that was my issue this last year. I went back and forth for so long, and I'm like, I don't want to screw this up. Like I want it to look good, and like that's half the battle of getting one that you really like. But we'll see.
So many guys I rode with. Nun's sled was wrapped. Colt's sled was wrapped. Those two
Nun's look good.
Guys.
Yeah,
Nun's look pretty good. Colt's look wicked too.
And I did mine, but I was never happy with it.
Yeah.
And it's like, so I'm going to change 2 parts of it. I'm happy with the sides, but I'm not happy with the red stripes. So I'm getting rid of those next year.
Yeah.
So
that's a nice thing too. When you do a wrap, you can change panels, do whatever you want. Right. So
I print them. So it's no skin off my back. I can change it every week if I wanted to.
Now, are you using just a 3 mil, 4 mil vinyl, Gary? Or are you using the thick stuff? Are you using the texture?
Yeah. The 4 mil we use on the helmet. Yeah. With a thinner laminate too. So by the time you put a laminate in it, it's thick. Yeah. Right. That's what adds beef to it.
Yeah. Because the stuff that like Bobby has and the guys that I had on them, they're like 10 mil thick, that stuff, right? It's different material. Yeah.
That's snowcross. That's snowcross thick. Mine's not that thick.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Yeah. Yeah.
It's laminate. It's not so much the base. It's the lamb that makes it, that beefs it up. But yeah, it's like, you know what? Strip it off, put the new top of each side panel on, and the tunnel had to be redone anyway because I kind of made a mistake on it. So we'll fix that up for next year. That's for Drew to ride.
Right on.
Yeah, for sure.
Good. So you're giving him yours. You're getting rid of the 50th, and then your new one's coming in. That's good.
Yeah.
Very good.
It's a plan anyway. So it's not new. I mean, it's a Lynx with 1,000 miles on it, but it's not new.
Yeah. So what? It's still gonna be good, buddy.
Yeah.
Whatever you get.
I'll post a picture to my Instagram on Wednesday.
Nice. Nice. Yeah. Are you gonna bring it home? Like
no.
Okay.
No, I don't have room for it at home here.
So you're just gonna leave it.
I gotta get the divorce lawyer, and I gotta find someone that bought a new appliance. Like a fridge would be good because it's a big box to live in. And I'm just gonna head down on Tuesday night to the bridge and make sure I stake my claim on a spot before the hobos move in. The water's retracted, so the floodplains are out, and we're good to go. But yeah.
Right on.
So
now, Bobby, I
gotta get rid of that 50 edition though. And I actually had a guy. I had a guy made a new friend out in New Brunswick. I wonder if he's watching. Steven, if you're watching. Anyway, a guy said, "Hey, are you the MUDBRATS guy?" And blah blah blah. And it's like, yep. And then he sends me pictures, and I was thinking, oh, you got to send these to the show. And how did you get my number, my cell number? Well, it was in my ad. And then he goes, if you were closer, I'd come and buy your 50 edition. He's got 2 of them.
Oh, wow.
He almost bought 001. And he said he owned it for 20 minutes. And then he had sent the guy the money. It was just a matter of picking it up. And it was a guy bought it in the crate and put it in his basement and never rode it. Nice. And then he died. And the grandson or son pulled it out, put the skis on, rode it for a few hundred miles, and then ran into some money troubles and put it for sale. And it was in Quebec. And this guy said, I'll take it. Here's the money, blah, 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 blah. Well, then the guy realized what he had. I guess someone said, you know what, this is because it's got ours have the number plate on them.
Yeah.
Mine is 099 of 1000. Number 1 doesn't have the plate on it.
No way.
So, yeah. And he said that the guy realized what he had, and it was like a huge part of snowmobile history. and basically said he's going to try and keep it, blah, blah, blah. So he's got first rights of refusal on it if it ever does come for sale again.
Nice.
But yeah, so anyway, how we got talking is he sent me photos and he had the leather jacket hanging above.
Oh, you were saying that.
I had 2 leather jackets and I sent one of them to a guy out east. So I said, is that my old leather jacket? Well, he never answered me. And then he was like, I said, have you seen the spring jacket? And he had the brochure with the sled in it. So I said, can you send me a scan of it or some pictures? Because it'd be great to put in the ad, right? Like showing what this machine really is, because the ad's pretty slick. So then I said, have you got the spring jacket? And he goes, no, but I've heard of them. And I sent him the picture of my spring jacket. So then I got thinking, this thing's just hanging in the closet. And I said to him, do you want it? And then he phoned me and he goes, yeah, what are you talking? I just said, like, I just want you to have it. I don't want it. Like, you can have it, make me an offer and whatever. Like I said, just pay for shipping, right? Basically, it's free. You pay for shipping. Like, I know you're going to have it. And it's like a museum in his garage, right?
Nice.
And he made me an offer and bought a couple sets of LED lights. And it's like, you know what, dude, it's going, and it's packed. FedEx didn't come today to come tomorrow and pick it up. So it's leaving tomorrow and it's going to a great home. So yeah.
Well, I would wait until the fall to sell your 50th. You'll get good money for it, man. Just wait until they're right. And I don't have to tell you that. You just don't give it away, man. You'll get good money.
No, I'm not going to give it away.
Yeah,
I'm not going to give it away.
For it, so.
I've got a number in mind, so it's just a matter of whether I get that number or not.
You'll find someone.
And away we go. So
and even the difference between listing them in like August versus September, like, man, I got the runaround on a couple sleds because I listed them in August. I waited till September to list my Assault, sold it first guy, exactly what I wanted. Once people are buying them, they're buying them. You know.
Well, you say that, Bobby. My buddy Colt sold his Assault the end of August last year, and the guy didn't even bat his eyes at it. Like he threw it up, and he didn't realize. But you see, this was the beginning of COVID. Right. Yeah. So the guy was like, oh, I better grab this now before it gets too crazy. Right.
Yeah.
So, because if you cut any way you look at it, like everyone's saying, you keep, like everyone's selling sleds like we all did. And you're still getting a good deal, man, for selling your sled for 16.5, 16, whatever. Yeah. Because brand new ones out the door, 19 grand. So you're still saving $3 grand, and people know that. And you're still got a 3-year engine warranty left. So, so it's either that or you wait and someone else will buy it. Right. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. No, that's good.
Honestly, I've been flipping. I've had probably. I was talking to someone today, and since I got back into sledding, and it's not that long ago that I got back in, I think the numbers 15 sleds have gone through my fingers.
Jeez.
Yeah, I bought, sold, flipped. That's how I got my 800. Is I started with a $600 sled, and I just flipped up and flipped up and flipped up and. And I'm telling you, all my sledding's paid for itself. It's actually from, doing the deals. Like I sold my 800 and got my 600R, like it's like, so they used to say snowmobiling's a rich man's sports or it's too expensive. No, all the parts are readily available and you have to be willing to start small. And that's what I did to get back into it. And away we go. And if I can jump up a generation XS or Gen 4, then I'm even winning the game, right? So we'll see.
Bobby, did you? So I meant to ask you the Riot X, your dad's sled. How many miles you got on that? Like how many miles do you guys?
Man, not many because he didn't ride very much this year. I think it's got like 1,300 on it.
Oh, that's good, man.
It's
so that'll be good if he decides to trade, Bobby. There's still like. That's good, man.
Sure.
There's still good value in there.
I feel bad. Like a couple times I was like, I should ride the Riot today. I haven't ridden it. I can make some videos with it. I should ride it. But I could never, I just couldn't convince myself to get on it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Nothing against it. I had like a brand new Renegade, that I hadn't ridden much.
I hear you. I hear you. It was the same thing when you're even trying and you're riding. It's like, hey, let's swap off sleds. And you'd swap off sleds and you're into the thing. Hey, how'd you like it? Yeah, it's nice. Let me have my sled back.
Yeah. Right. And if it was like that, I think I would have been a little more eager to do it. But a full day on it, I'm like, I don't know if I want to ride it all day. So.
Right. Especially when you're out and you want to put the miles on your sled.
Exactly.
It's so true. So true. Oh, Jean-Luc, how are you?
What's up?
I'm good, guys. I'm good. Thank you.
Good.
Sorry if I'm a little late, Gary, but it was a long day today at the office. We only have 10 days left, well, 9 as of tomorrow to do the pre-order for spring order. So it's been an absolute zoo today.
That's
good.
cool. Are you like? Is it true a lot of dealers are sold out? Like, where are you sitting at? Are you getting close or what?
So, all right. Well, so I got to be careful what I say here because I don't want to get in trouble. There are some dealers that have reached a high level, and they may not be in a position to fulfill. We are still in a good, favorable position. So that's good. Yeah. But today was insane.
So
I don't know how many sledders.
You got this one all shined up for me, have you?
Yeah, so that's not the one. That's not the one, but because that's a 900 Ace Turbo, but the XRS 850 has arrived today for you.
Nice. So, I'm coming in Wednesday still, I think. If not, I'll be in Thursday. Yeah,
well, you'll definitely see it. It's gorgeous. I think it's really nice. I think you'll be super happy, and you'll be able to keep up with Corey Brock.
No one can keep up to Corey Brock. I'm telling you.
I can't.
Nobody. So Corey Brock says, when I let you in, Corey Brock says, who's that?
Who's that? There you go.
You know why? Because you don't have your energy gear on. You usually have your energy black shirt.
Yeah, today I just wear my ski.
I like that shirt.
On.
No, Jean-Luc, I was asking before you hopped on. Like, will BRP like cap it? Like, say all the dealers are hitting their maximums and stuff. Will BRP run out of models? Like all of a sudden when you get a call saying, guess what? We have no more Mach Zeds left, or like I'm just throwing. I'm not saying that's the case.
Rich, it's the $1 million question. I don't know. I think it's really not the desire, but we're being asked to enter them as quickly as we get them. Yeah. That's what I fear. So I'm just, in the moment we get a deal on it goes into the system because we have to generate a certificate of production, which gives the consumer the SKU that they're looking for, the color scheme, suspension, all the specific details, and they also have to choose what promotions they want to use. 3-year warranty, $1,000 of accessories and apparel, or a special track, or the financing. Right. But then that locks the customer in on that offer. I know some dealers, the way they work is they batch them. We put them the day when we sign it. So when the customer is with us, we get them signed immediately. Yeah. I'm afraid of that.
No, it's funny you say that because there was guys asking here on the forum there because Polaris, I know my old dealer used to do that. He'd hold on to the end of April 15th and then just send them all in. And then there was rumors going around that they were running out of VR1s and XCRs. So people on here were freaking out and they were going to other dealers, and people doing them right away. So that's why I was wondering if it's the same thing too, if there's certain models that are real hot and heavy this year and whether they'll run out.
Well, for sure, the Mach Z is exceptionally strong for sure. I think everybody wants to go fast in the next year.
Right.
That new throttle with as it's holding. I'm sure everyone has seen some of the videos that are out there right now, so it's building the excitement. The Lynx has been probably number 2 to Mach Z. And that's about, for my store anyway, it's about 50-50 Boondocker and Rave RE, much to my surprise. Wow. I thought I was going to skew 75-25, but it's pretty much 50-50.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's
surprising.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I was telling these guys, Jean-Luc, that because I'm doing more trips, Quebec and Northern Ontario, that this will probably be my last year on a 2-stroke.
I heard about that. So what I did, if you don't mind, I took a note.
Yeah.
And I'm going to call you in March 2022.
Yes. Well, the Mach Z better be back, right? But they said only 1 year. But,
I think that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Listen, Jimmy G he said his dealer submitted it in March 5th and has not received any notification. He wants to know if the customers get an email from BRP saying they got the order in.
No, what you should receive is a certificate, and it shows you which you have to sign as a consumer, by the way. So the way we do it at our end is if you're in the store, we get you to sign. So you actually see very clearly the model. We highlight everything, the model, the track you're getting, and then you choose which promotions. We check it off. You sign it, I sign it, we date it, and it up and goes into the system. And you keep a copy of that, and we keep a copy as well. So this way, in the event that BRP would say, "Sorry, Jean-Luc, we can't build this 850 XRS." We say, "Wait a minute, we have the certificate here. So we have you said you would build it, and you have to."
Yeah, nice. That's good. What is the process for people that don't know, that have never spring ordered before? I mean, you've got a week left, right? So what is the process? Do they phone you for information if they know exactly what they want, or do they walk in? Walk us through the process.
Yeah. So obviously, when Ski-Doo launched in February, the day of, or more the day after, we get all the binders. We get immediately online all the colors of the sleds. We get all the details. So from that point all the way to this year, the 31st of March, you can select your unique colors and specs and suspensions and so on. After that, we fall into what we call the in-season sleds. So that'll be, for example, in a Renegade, when you can order right now a Renegade X or XRS with a 1.5 lug track, or an XT, and so on and so on. Those sleds will not be available past that date. We can order the Adrenaline, we can order the Enduros, what they call the in-season sleds. So the consumer comes in. Yeah.
Someone asking if they do have to pre-order an Enduro.
Well, so they should, because the preseason is two things. It allows you to get the special colors and options. I believe this to be true for every manufacturer, by the way, but for Ski-Doo, that's the way it is. The unique colors, for Lynx, for example, it's only available now, Mach Z, until the 31st. And then the second thing is you get to lock in the best offers for the year. So the 3-year warranty, for example, will not be available.
All right.
So even if you order, for example, I had today four customers brand new to Ski-Doo or snowmobiling, and then they all ordered a MXZ Sport base Sport vehicle, but they chose the 3-year warranty. Come September, I will have those sleds available, but it'll be only 1-year warranty maybe. Sure. I don't know what the offers will be, but for sure, if you order now, you lock in not only the special colors, but if you take an in-season, you lock in the best offers for sure.
That's nice.
Yeah, no, it makes sense. You don't want to hold off. There's no incentive. You lose in the long run, right?
You're absolutely right, Rich. And the other thing is, how do you know what will be available? Like today, just to give you an idea, on Sea-Doo, I have a customer from Burlington who delayed, and they couldn't make up his mind over the last 6 months. And we kept telling him, you know what, secure one. All you need to do is $500 deposit. I'm not sure. He's going, you won't believe this, he's going to Saskatchewan to pick up his Sea-Doo.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Crazy, huh?
He's 10 minutes away from my store. I can't help him because I'm done. I don't have any more. And he's going all the way to Saskatchewan because he found one there.
Wow.
That's nuts, eh? Isn't that crazy? And you figure what he's going to spend, like drive. I mean, it'd be a nice road trip, but holy crow, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. It's crazy, but
Jumpman J24, John Lukey's ready to trade the Assault in for a Lynx Rave. And I said, do it, man. Call John Luke at energypowersports.ca. Get the phone number. Give John Luke a call. He'll help you out. He's up north. Yep. He'll help you. He's perfect. It's well worth the drive, man. And listen, I said this, and I totally mean it, because I seen Jumpman Jay's picture. I said I think he could ride the Lynx the way it was meant to be ridden. It's not. It's not going to be something that you're a trail rider. You're going to get on that thing, and that's a waste of a sled. It's like driving a Ferrari at 40 kilometers an hour. So Corey Bryant is definitely a beast.
Yeah, we definitely love trades. I try to get Rich's trade. I tried real hard, and he wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I'm holding off. Well, you know what? Because with the COVID pricing, you get more, right? And that's it. And you get it, right, Jean-Luc? Like that's totally it. So, but yeah, no, for sure.
And you know what? This is what we do as well. I know other dealers don't like to do it, but if you find a buyer that is willing to pay an exorbitant amount of money for your sled, we will pass it through. We won't make money on it, but at least we get you as a customer. We get to meet them as a customer. You get the taxable benefit, and everybody's happy, right?
Yep.
Happy to do that.
Yep. No, for sure.
Well, and then hopefully you get some accessories out of the deal too, right, Jean-Luc? That's the key.
You start a relationship too, right? So
we do, at least, for me, the way I look at it, it's exposure to our store and to what we do.
Yep.
We do try to be different, I think, and it's about the customer experience and whether or not that customer is going to buy something from us. That's okay. They've been exposed. They had an opportunity and an experience. Maybe they'll tell one or two more people. That's what it's all about. And more importantly, it keeps people in the sport. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I see a lot of people getting trikes too on your Instagram, Jean-Luc. All those people in there smiling and picking up their bikes. That's awesome.
Yeah, well, that's why I was late tonight, because we were still closing a couple of deals on those tonight. So
nice.
Yeah, I think the 3-wheel is going to run out as well. We'll be out of Rikers and Spiders again this year.
Crazy.
Nice.
Yeah, my buddy's got a Spider up north. He loves it. He's on his second or third one. He loves it.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun. They're really good. I mean, I like to ride 2 wheels as well. I got my son and I some dirt bikes for the summer, so I'm excited about that. But the 3-wheel, I always say this: it's not trying to compete with Harley or Indian or any of those other bikes. It's its own thing. It's a roadster, closest thing, to a convertible mixed with a crossover with a motorbike. So we got to look at it.
They're really customizable too. I love it. I love that Riker and all the panels. Jean-Luc's probably got 12 panels of graphics that you can snap onto. It's really cool.
So Jumpman's asking
a question for you.
He's asking Jean-Luc if he'll take the Assault. He'll take the Assault, Jumpman. No problem.
I will absolutely take the Assault for sure.
Yeah. Six-string Brian wants to know, is the throttle the same cable system on the 130 horsepower and the 180 horsepower 4-strokes?
I understand that it's not, but I have no evidence because I've never seen one. But I did ask the question because somebody else a week ago asked us the question in the store. Unfortunately, we didn't get a chance this year to have the show in Barrie. That would have, answered a lot of questions. I can get back to you, Gary, and if you want to take down the name of the person, we can try to get some specifics. I've got that question with our rep, and he's gone to engineer to get the specifics. From what we understand, it is not the same because of when you put it into the launch mode. So apparently it is different.
Mm-hmm.
We'll find out.
Yeah. Jean-Luc, if you come out the Ganaraska way, we got to get out riding, bud, eh?
Absolutely. Sure. Well, I told you I would. With the dirt bikes? Yeah,
for sure, yeah.
That'd be cool.
Very good.
Awesome.
Man.
Yeah, so we got to remind people, 9 days. This is it. Tomorrow is the start of 9 days left. And
that's already the 22nd. It's crazy.
I will tell you, I think on record, this will be the best snowmobile sales year on record ever.
You know what's going to be interesting to see, Jean-Luc? I'm looking forward to hearing from the Manufacturers Association for total value. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
And you know what? That's awesome for the sport. But it's going to be interesting to see how many units have sold totally out of everybody. It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, there's two things that I measure. Of course, I enjoy measuring the volume that we sell. But what's interesting is year over year, the average transaction is way higher. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's insane.
Yeah,
it's insane.
Which is good, right? Average sleds, that's for sure.
Yeah. You got to ride it while it's good, man.
Yep.
Right. Yeah. They always say because it don't last.
This year,
you gotta enjoy it.
Yeah, and this year was a good year because the newbies got treated to a special year. Had it been like a few years ago where you could have had all these people buying new sleds, and then it was like the year I sold my 800 HO, it was raining January, February, so it was a horrible year. They just lucked out. Now, saying that, maybe we're going to string a good season. Like, I honestly think we're a little blip in time. So we could be in a snow belt for the next 10, 15 years. Who knows? It might get better sequentially every year. So we'll have to see. So Neil Owen says he had a great buying experience at Energy Powersports.
That's right. Thanks, Neil. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Thanks.
You're getting in a really nice garage is all I can say.
Yeah. Thank you so much for everybody that came from Snowmobile Sessions and went to Energy Powersports, because they've been good to us, and you know what? I'm happy to see it's paying off, big time. And there's more. There's more.
Yeah, there's more. I mean, I don't know if Gary, you've kind of I know somebody said something at one point. I think it was you, Rich, who said it'd be great if we could do something. I'm very serious about going down to Tremblant or a place like that, where a bigger resort where we could really be like a much bigger group. Hopefully the COVID thing, I think it'll be behind us, but
I think so.
It'd be really great. And then bring, make an event out of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I'm talking like, reserve a bar or one of the taverns there.
Yeah.
There's a couple of places that are pretty sharp. It could be a lot of fun. And then you get,
we should do that over the summer and plan it seriously.
Immune, right? Rev Rider's immune to it, so
he's good to go. Yeah.
Well, by the time they're saying by the fall, winter, everyone. Well, this is what our government's telling us. By the fall, every Canadian will be vaccinated by then. So,
nice.
So there should be no excuse, right? And it would be nice though, Jean-Luc, to do that. Have everyone that's involved in the show, like Shag, all those guys, get everybody up. Bobby, his dad, and Josh, and whoever else, like get everybody up. It would be so much fun
from Ottawa to come up. There's just so much potential, some stuff we could do. In the end, it's all about the experiences, the people you meet. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, he's frozen. Sure. Yeah. No, it's fun. The winter's so short though. Like so many people want to ride with, and it's like it's gone. And we had a good winter. You could ride every day pretty much, right? So. Yeah. But
I could have just imagined if we were able to get around everywhere, how many kilometers I would have had on. But maybe that's a good thing. I got more money for my sled than it would have been worth, right? So, but I don't know. You'd rather have more miles on, right? So, but can't complain. It was a good year, boys. So it was good. Yeah. So next year will be better though. We'll do a bunch of trips and it'll be great. Yeah. Be some good times.
Oh yeah, every day.
Turn it into a business trip, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what? We'll be so famous. It'd be like Dave Nerone would be begging us to invite him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Curtis McRob, no, I didn't end up selling it yet. It was for sale. I took it down. I'm cleaning it up, and then we're gonna go full bore on it. Yeah. So. Yeah. Well, Jesse says, Rich, it'll be my best year yet. Go out with a bang. So he finally met someone, eh? He finally got
Who's that? Jesse? Yeah.
Jesse.
Too funny, man. Yeah, we put on some good rides. Those guys were a good ride. My trip in Quebec with those guys was fun. We had a good time. Good group of guys for sure. Right to them. And the guys I rode with up, actually Jean-Luc, a guy I met up in Cochrane, he lives in Quebec City. And
nice.
And he's got an adventure bike. So I'm meeting him. We're going to do a bunch of stuff in the summer. Great guy. He was on the 900 do. Loved it. You should have seen this thing done up. He had all these, I was laughing. I'm like, Dan, is that because you got an adventure bike? He had all those bars around it. And he said, you know what? He goes, you get pulled off into the rhubarb and that, you got so much stuff to pick up, right? To pull them out and stuff like that. He had light bars on this thing. He had this thing done to the tits. It was great. Beautiful sled. But had some fun. But that's what I was saying, John. Look, me and my other buddy were the only guys on 2 strokes. Everyone else was all on 4 strokes.
Oh, really?
Right. So, but
you're probably the youngest guy still.
No, there was. I was probably the 4th oldest guy.
Wow. So, well, I think listen. I know there's a lot of people that talk about the weight and all that stuff, and but I think that 180 horse is going to change things. And next year for us, we have an MXZ XRS 850 demo, a 900 Ace Turbo R, the Mach Z, the Lynx, and a couple of other units that we'll have as demos. So we have about 5 or 6 demos coming in.
That's awesome.
We're trying to get an array of stuff so we can, show our clients what they're all about. Neil
you're saying I don't need to buy anything next year. I just have to show up at your doorstep every weekend.
Try out a new sled every weekend. I'm coming for the Mach Z. I'm coming for the XRS.
Yeah, exactly. Good. Well, you'll definitely get your fair share.
Yeah. Corey says he doubts that's the case.
Yeah.
Corey, that is still not true. He's right, because I mean, in the last year, to be fair to Corey, he's wanted to go riding with me quite a few times. He's invited me quite a bit. I'll tell you, it's tough to own a store for sure.
Yeah,
it's the old adage where the guy who owns a shoe store has the worst shoes.
Yeah, it's true.
I've got great sleds, and I always pick really good demos, but it seems my employees enjoy them more than I do.
Yeah. Well,
which is okay. I want them to be passionate about the sport.
Yep.
I want them to feel the thrills of the brand. I want them to be brand ambassadors. It's important to me. And sometimes you gotta be second.
Yeah.
John Luke, do you think we'll bring more links over in the coming years? That's been a question that I've seen pop up in the chat.
Yeah. So it's an interesting question, because I've asked that question. This is not links this year is not a blimp on the radar. Make no mistake about it. Ski-Doo's BRP's got a great plan for it. I don't know what it entails. I really don't, because they keep everything so secretive, and they're really good at it. But there's a lot more bandwidth there. They offer. So if you take a look at the website, you'll zoom in on some models that we kind of offer, but we kind of don't. So Rave and the Boondocker actually fit into some segments where we were not as competitive, perhaps, and they bring in a new level of sled. And I think that holds true for a lot of the other models. I also think we'll see them in different colors. The coloration is going to start changing next year, but for the inaugural year, so the sleds were red. I like it. Sorry, Bobby, but they're all red, and they look Canadian, and it feels really, really good. Maybe next year we'll add a bit of blue and white. How's that?
Yeah, we got red in our flag too. We're good.
That's cool.
Bobby can add some blue and white stars.
Yeah.
Bobby ordered a lynx.
Oh yeah, that's right. I saw it. Yeah.
Yep.
You were that impressed.
I took the leap. Yep.
Yeah, it's a fun sled. It's a ride. You saw the comments from Corey and Gary and Adam as well, Drew, and it is that much fun. Had the weather been a little bit better last week, Neil Owen would have had an opportunity to take it away. But it's just the weather is just not like today. You'd think it's summer. It's crazy down here.
Yeah, it's not saying.
It was hot. I
saw a guy in Cochrane, John Luke. He actually bought one from a dealer, the Lynx.
Yeah,
I guess some dealers were selling them.
A couple dealers sold theirs, and I don't know why you would, but
yeah, exactly.
I ordered a Boondocker as a demo because we would like to be able to showcase it. Just,
for sure.
For future reference.
We got to get Adam Furlong on that. He was just out west. I think he rode one. They said they were going to have one out there. So awesome. He took his Summit 850 turbo out there, and he was having. Oh yeah, you're following him too. He looked like he had fun. So we got to get him on a Boondocker. So
yeah, it'd be great to get his impression of his trip out west for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
No, it's good, man.
Joe Man J said, "Is there a big price difference between the backcountry and the Lynx?"
Yes, there is. It's fairly significant. It's a few thousands of dollars, but it depends on in which. Well, I say yes. From the lower end backcountry in an X package to to a Lynx, it's pretty substantial. I don't have the pricing guide in front of me. I'm at home right now, so I apologize if I can't really give you the specifics. But there is a gap for sure. Now
it's a better shock package too, right? Like it's
the shock package alone itself, the suspension underneath, it's all different. You're not riding the same sled, Gary. You can attest to that. It's like a badass backcountry. I think that's just probably the best way to describe it. A lot of people were asking me, as a 137, can it come off trail a little bit and be kind of comfortable? And while you saw what you guys were able to do, it can totally handle it. I think the Boondocker will be that much better because of the length and the flotation on the back tunnel for sure. But it can definitely handle itself. The Rave can can do very, very well on its own. It's a 137, it's not a 146, obviously, so a little bit different. But you'd have to go to Boondocker, but yeah, there's a price difference for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Are you finding people sticking with the stock track on the Lynx, or are they upgrading the track as right from the get-go?
So far, everybody's stuck to the offerings right out of the book.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
It's always good to play with something and then change it, right? If you don't like it, right? So,
yeah.
But as someone
Jimmy
like
G
Bobby, though, you know what you're
Sorry.
doing, Bobby, right? You'd probably want to change it.
Yeah, it's just totally, preference. When I got the Renegade, I wanted to kind of bridge the gap coming from a 144, coming down a little bit. But yeah, I mean, the 1.5 was a lot of fun. We'll see what I end up doing next year with my track. Who knows?
For sure.
Yeah. Jimmy G says that's a great description. He thinks. Yeah. So he said he test drove the Lynx Rave ARE. He said, "Take my money." Man, Jay's thinking a 1.6 would be his preference on there. Yeah. So, no, email me, jump in. I'll shoot you some contact info. Yeah.
Definitely be a great sled.
Corey Brock's right. The backcountry is kind of a basic sled. They don't have the R motion in them. It's the old SC5 type suspension in the back of that thing, right? So it's you're not like going from an XRS to Rave where it's a little bit closer gap,
Mm-hmm.
Matthew Nicholson's back. Hey, welcome back, Matt. Awesome. Yeah,
definitely. The Lynx are more industrious. Like you can tell. I mean, just by looking at it, they ride differently over there. I mean,
they don't have groomed trails, right? So that's what it's about.
That's right.
So,
they don't have these fancy groomers that we got and that we get stuck behind from time to time. But in fact, a few customers, Neil being one of them, and Neil, just I did reach out to some high execs at BRP asking, for those customers who did order a Lynx, would it be an opportunity to go to Finland, ride those machines in the conditions for which they were designed for? So they're actually they knew there'd be some interest in that, and they're kind of poking the barrel of it to see what could be. So, I mean, I would absolutely jump on a plane for that. That'd be an awesome.
We can save you a trip. We'll just send everyone down on a Sunday to Tug Hill.
Yeah, there you go.
Bobby.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying though, Bobby, at the end of your weekend, Bobby, you're going to be like, brrr.
Oh, I can't wait. Yeah, to really put it through the paces on a bumpy weekend. I'm so excited.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be awesome.
Yeah.
But that would be cool too, though, John Luke. That'd be awesome to go to Finland. That'd be a hell of a trip. That'd be great.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
After Drew rode it, we're driving down the track line to Perry Sound. He's going, "I wish I had the Lynx." Yeah.
Yeah, especially at the end of the day.
Right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But I'll tell you, there's some people there that are still riding around on some the old good stuff, right? But man, you're back at the end of the day. Woo! Compared to the new stuff. Yeah. That's good.
Neil Owen says, "Excellent. Thank you, John Luke." Awesome. Yeah, for sure. Oh, that's cool. Anyway, I gotta shut this down. I gotta get rolling. Busy day tomorrow. But thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you for John Luke for joining the show. Rich, of course, a weekly. Yeah. And next week's our last week. I'm going to start sending out some emails and
that'll be fun.
And we'll try and get a big party going on here next week.
Everybody show up with a case of beer.
So it'll be fun. But here, let me just don't forget that you got tomorrow. It'll be 9 days left to get your spring orders in. And if you're in our area, make sure you hit up Energy Powersports, energypowersports.ca. And you can get all their contact information there. John Luke's an awesome guy, as you can see below me here. And he will definitely help you out.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. You guys have a good night.
Yep.
And we'll see you next week for the last show. And at that point, there'll be 2 days left.
That's right.
Exactly. You're gonna be on here, and you're just gonna be like
processing
exhausted,
orders.
John Luke. Yeah.
Well, let me tell you, man, it's good. It's fun because we're meeting some awesome people, and it's going to be a great season next year. I'm excited about it. I'm hoping we can do an open house in the fall in Oakville, and yeah. So
I'll be there signing autographs. I'll sign some autographs there.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, perfect. We'll do that. So,
awesome.
Okay, I'm going to roll the credits, boys. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you guys next week.
See you, everybody.
Ciao.
It's a journey for